Didn't sing.
Good morning, afternoon, evening. How's everybody doing
Yay.
for this free for all Friday?
Excuse me.
I have starred questions. We can either chat a little bit or we can start running. What
Well,
say you?
let's
Well,
hear Jay's little story.
Oh, you want me to
yes,
throw
that
that out there?
sounds good.
Sure. Okay.
Throw
Fling
it.
it out there.
Fling it.
I just came from Kohl's, and I had a doctor's appointment. How's your blood work? Blah blah. Anyway, I meet my wife at Kohl's, and it was quite possibly the most depressing thing I've felt in a long time. There was no singing in the store. It was like just overpowering. And then I actually was going to help a handicapped lady. She was using two canes, and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I help you?" And she just looks at me and was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Okay, that's it for me."
Schneider.
So
Merry
you
Christmas.
hightailed it out of there. Huh?
It was done. Yeah. Hi, Schneider.
He's not happy.
Oh.
Something just happened.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, he's feeling that energy.
you know
Yeah,
what it is.
He's feeling. It's just Jay's story. Jeez.
No, you didn't give Schneider his Scooby snack.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Ruh-roh." We did walk in nature today, so that was a nice thing for him. I just want to let you guys know, on a lighter note, I went to a Christmas trivia last night, and let's see how well you guys listened to Wednesday's show. I'm going to pull a couple of these questions out there and see if you guys remember it. Number one, did we say how many total gifts were given on the 12 days of Christmas?
No, I don't think you actually said the
No,
total.
I don't think so.
No, you
I think there were 13.
no. Well, there's
Sounds like
No.
count up the
130.
numbers.
You do
There's
it.
364 gifts.
What, the Enochian calendar? What?
And I think the fifth day was the day of the birth, so there was no true love. It was funny because we said on the 12 days, oh, I won't say that, it'll be nice. All right. Jen, you mentioned something. When was the Xmas invented? Do you remember what century that was in?
I used to know this.
So 17th century. Is that when it was?
Oh, you were really close.
Yeah,
How about that?
16th.
I'm going to say 18,
16.
16. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, last one then. According to folklore of Austria and other countries, what horned figure punished naughty children at Christmas time?
Rocco.
My mother-in-law. No, oh, sorry. Horn.
I said Rocco, but okay.
No, it's horned. Horned.
Horn.
Nasty
Krampus.
ladies with canes.
Really?
Really?
Nice.
Krampus?
Listen,
Krampus.
I had a pretty rough morning with that energy, so I'm just getting acclimated.
Aren't we
I don't have energy. I don't have any energy, so I guess that's neutral zone.
I guess it's just you and I, Dennis.
Yeah. I had to rah my doctor about don't offer me another vaccine ever.
Ever.
How many times are you going to go through this with me? Put a little note in
But
there.
didn't you know there's a new variant?
Oh, that's what he told me. He said, "This is not live or nothing." I said, "Don't care."
Well, and then he goes home and he does his second job. We've been meaning to call you about your warranty.
Yeah. Well, he got that vaccine. I said, "Congratulations. Good for you."
It was nice knowing you.
I said, everyone doesn't jump off a cliff. Sorry.
All right.
Let's
I'm
do
done with my questions.
Okay.
You're done with your question.
You gave up.
Nobody got a cookie today. I
Gave
guess.
up.
Let's see. Wednesday's topic: zodiac. Chinese zodiac, or do we want to do
Chinese
several
zodiac.
zodiacs?
Let's see what the questions come up. Let's do it.
Oh,
My sleeves are rolled up.
What do you want? What do you want? Okay.
Well, I mean, she could have thought you saw her with two canes and you wanted a candy cane or something.
Yeah, sadly, I
Could have
was.
called him Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
do the Jehovah's Witnesses consider
Honestly, I
themselves
just
as
asked right now.
apostles?
She was just an evil person.
You should have spread a little glitter above her.
She's not worth my glitter or my poop fling. That's the way I look at it, unfortunately. You know, I could have given her the most wonderful gift and she would have called the police on me or blew a whistle. Who knows?
This question: do they think that they're apostles? That
Yeah,
themselves?
that's what
the
I
Jehovah's
believe.
Witnesses?
That's
It's
'cause they're witnesses.
themselves as apostles.
Well, didn't they originally start off with that they were the 144,000?
They
And then
did.
when the congregation grew well over that, they had to shift gears. So, does Jehovah's Witness consider themselves apostles? Okay.
I got a yes.
I got a straight yes on that.
Yeah.
Is that why they go door to door, just like the apostles did?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's much like the Mormons do.
2 by 2.
There you
To
go.
and fro.
That was a nice question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they celebrate Christmas?
Nope.
Ooh.
The
No.
Jehovah's Witness? Because
No.
I know
They don't celebrate anything.
No, my grandfather turned.
They don't even
Jehovah's
do
Witness.
birthdays.
My father used to bring them into the house and tell them how much he ruined his holidays and everything like that. My
Wow.
father relished in it. Yes.
Well, I
Yeah,
remember.
they believe that
Go ahead, Jen.
they believe that they are the apostles, and if you don't join them, you're left out. You don't get to. So that's why they go out to get you to walk away from what you believe or don't believe and get you to join them, or you don't get to go.
So they're
I think.
wait, man's judging? What? Wow. Okay.
Well, they're
Yeah.
apostles. Of course, they can. Well, that's like George Carlin. You're not in the club. We're not
Yeah.
in the.
Yeah, but the Mormons, I think, also believe that as well. If you're not a Latter-day Saints, then you don't,
Very similar.
I don't know,
yes.
receive your reward.
Very
Yeah,
similar.
but that's every religion. If you're not their religion, you're the wrong religion. That's every religion.
Yeah.
Join our
Well,
team.
that's true
Yep.
too. Because I know
Waiting
that
for March. I'm
Baptists
waiting,
will go out as well.
I'm waiting for March
Mhm.
Madness to see where the religions go in the brackets.
Oh, nice. I like it. Hold on. You want to pull cards on it?
I think it should be MMA bracket.
Oh, wow. Mixed martial arts. Okay.
All righty.
If you don't mind, after Katrina's, I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Katrina first.
Okay. Has anyone seen any of the Pandora papers that were released? I
never
have
knew they
not
were
heard of it.
Pandora Papers?
No.
Not Panda Express.
I'm assuming it was a movie
Yeah,
or a documentary.
I was at Kohl's. That's as 3D as I'm going to go.
What is it? We were at Kohl's.
I was just at Kohl's. That's as 3D as I'm going to go.
You should have wrapped it with Pandora's Papers.
Yeah.
Is this a movie or is this a real?
I'm
You know what?
assuming it's a movie or a documentary. Maybe a documentary. I
I'm
don't know.
wondering if
I
it's
haven't heard of it.
I wonder if it's a CIA code name or a name for a file.
Were they classified something that they just released?
All right, here Peg wrote they just published a study done by what is it, Northeastern University? I don't know what an E is.
Nebraska.
NE, Nebraska.
Isn't that Nebraska? I think so.
Yeah, Nebraska. Here you go.
So deception, lies, and money laundering. Kind of.
This
points
is not a
towards,
movie. It's released documents. So I wonder if it's a CIA. That's
Yeah,
I was
like
gonna-
classified.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
So the question is just if we've seen them, because I haven't.
Yeah,
No,
I have.
My answer. I gotta know.
Yeah. I got to know too.
Hard pass. I won't even touch it.
Actually, I got a shaking my head no.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe. Fling it.
Fling it.
There we go.
Fling it, Joe.
Okay, now hold on. I have to do this. Okay, remember I told you there was something on my screen and it didn't show up last week?
Yes.
Right.
in the replay. It's on there now. So hold on while I take a picture.
I thought he was getting a Ghostbuster electronic device to show us.
Okay. I'm just going to take a picture randomly here and there because that thing moved around when I was there last.
Yeah.
Last
It's
Friday,
like-
I think, wasn't it?
I can't figure out how to go here. I know.
Is it here now?
I know. Yeah, it's there now. Surprising. I took a picture of it.
I can't.
I'll
Well,
send it to
okay.
you.
Yeah, it is. How about it? Can we ask if it's negative or positive?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh my God, I'm getting something.
It's not
Jay-
a partridge in a pear tree. I know that.
Okay, is it that fractal?
I just sent it to you.
Is is it that fractal?
Oh, that's a possibility.
That fractal.
The female Rocco.
Oh, you put it on their
Oh,
time.
oh.
You got to put it on their messenger.
Gee, here.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
look.
not. I'm not
Hold on,
getting the
hold
prayer
on.
yet.
Nancy, I got you. Oh no.
Excuse me.
Listen, my phone is so old that it comes in black and white. Jeez.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. The string between the string that's in between the receiver and the transmitter is broken.
Okay. It's there you go. Special.
I do
Ooh.
not get. It is the fractal. That is her. This
Yeah.
is not negative at all.
No,
Yeah, no, I wasn't getting negative.
I wasn't
This
getting negative.
temperance, it's almost divine energy. But it's all female, that's for sure.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it trying to join me? It's a yes or
Enter
no.
in.
Or is it? Am I the closest thing, and that's where it went to?
I
I'm
think it's
getting a yes.
it's lost. Oh, contract.
Yeah.
But is the contract because it doesn't know where else to go? It's connected to him, so it doesn't know where else. If it's supposed to go to him or to his higher self.
Well, she's determined to get to you. She's gonna stay in
Yeah.
that background as long as she can.
Okay, I'm gonna have to coach her to go. Okay. No offense. I'd like to get to know you.
I wonder
Yeah,
if we can
Two
ask her
of
questions.
Wands. She comes and goes. She's not there all the time. She comes and goes.
Yeah.
So I might have to say a couple things around every once in a while. Go, hey, you might not want to watch this. Just to get the running.
Start taking your shirt off.
I'd like to talk to your fractal. Be
Mhm.
careful. Tieflings poo a lot.
Yeah.
And don't stand in the on the right side because he spits that way if we say
Yes, I
talk.
do all the time.
So go to the left.
Left turn, Clyde.
Where we at? Where we at? Who's next? Who's
Okay. Caroline, did my cat Reese's visit me the other night?
Reese's.
Reese's Pieces. I had a rooster who loved Reese's Pieces. I am getting a yes.
Yeah, I got a yes, and
Very soft.
there was another one with it. Was there another pet? There's another one with it. I don't know if it's
Yeah, there is. I'm getting that too.
or if it's like a ghost pet. Hey, I'm Reese's. How you doing? But there was more than one.
It's a pet with a cane.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, hi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm getting two
yeah.
also.
Nighttime. Were you feeling down at this time? Picking up on negative energy, wanted to come and cheer you up.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah. Trying to change to get you excited. Wow. Trying to change your energy, your mood.
Great kitty.
And Reese's will be back. That's looking into the future.
Maybe that's why I open doorway segue. But go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I'm picking up on multiples. I'm getting on that there's like 4 of them.
Here, more than that. Yeah, I felt a couple. I felt two.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think she named one pistachio.
I felt there's 4 here that you hold close to your heart. Ace of Pentacles, they came as a gift from the universe to help with your energy.
I'm getting
Yeah.
the confirmation on that, Jen. Yes, for confirming everything you said.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, is it okay if I put my little segue of what we were discussing before a little?
Oh, okay.
All right. I
What do you
think
got?
I think a lot of us are going through a little dark night of the soul or a little depression or sadness.
I wasn't there for that, just so you know. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. You met the darkness and the
Yes,
sadness.
I felt them today personally.
They work the polls.
So these are our inside tests that you guys have to raise your frequency. It will hit any weakness or any emotions that you've been hiding within yourself. It will start to come and surface. So keep your vibes up, keep your gratitude up, and you might be able to get over that.
Yeah, I'm going to confirm that.
I'm not, I won't have to worry about that all that much because I have implants from Pleiadians and they'll just zap me whenever I get too low.
There
Like
you go.
that's like, what do you call that? Like a Palladian
Lobotomy?
Just here, hit you in case you have a heart attack. Boom, boom.
Yeah, mine's not sadness or depression or anything. And other than, well, I was going to say mentally I'm fine, but that's the wrong sentence to say.
That's what they all say, Jen.
Mine's physical.
I'm not crazy.
Where's your Jen? Where's your weakness? 3D.
Yeah, well, I'm exhausted and
Oh,
the
it's not
sickness
just
going
3.
around and
Right, but I'm just saying she's been through a lot.
oh yeah,
It's kind of
Yeah. But that's
yes.
the test. That's your test.
yeah.
How
That's what
well
I was
can you?
agreeing with you. You talking
No, I
to me?
know, but
Okay,
I'm also agreeing with you.
Okay.
I'm like, we're doing levels like ladders, but that's a test. I mean, the test is,
Yeah.
are you stepping away and observing it to see? I was going to
Okay,
say
I'm gonna skip.
Dennis's Pleiadians is doing like the old Atari Duck Hunt with Dennis.
Hold on. I'm going to try and get female Rocco to fling poop at you. Get her.
2 flingers, that's all we need. Great.
Oh, no.
Okay. We'll get it from all directions. I just noticed Cena's comment. She asked a couple days ago about finding a new job. She just signed a contract on Wednesday.
Well,
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Cena.
Cena.
Just remembered that something. Did we do a question on red and green? I saw it in the last roundtable. DHP posted something about the colors red and green. Are they
I think-
symbolic?
I don't know that we asked questions. We mentioned it, but we
Yeah,
didn't.
we
really-
mentioned it because it was in one of the other observations, but we
Okay.
didn't per se go into it.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we did it. I just happened to see the question. Okay.
And also, I believe DHP said that way back in another roundtable. If red, why? Or I think it was Russ who mentioned it. Why is red the heart if it's not the heart, and green is the heart? Remember,
Right.
we mentioned that a long time ago.
Vaguely. Yeah. Okay. His was more along the spirits of the brain's spiritual and logic. I think DHP's question. Okay.
Caroline.
Well, if
I
we touched
dreamed-
on, we're good. We're good.
I dreamed that I was getting robbed. Police were called. The man grabs a 2x4 and said he was going to beat everyone if didn't let him go. I grabbed him and hit him, kept him there. Meaning,
Don't mess with Carolyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make Carolyn mad.
keep Carolyn out of
who's-
holes.
There was a wrestler who used to carry a 2x4 back in the 70s.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that was Hacksaw Jim
Was it?
Duggan.
Okay. Just see Carolyn just like what's walking tall with Carolyn.
Yeah,
Yep,
walking
there you
You want a
go.
piece of this? Come on, make my day. Get all kind of movies in there.
But it was the man who was going to hit everybody with the 2x4, not Carolyn. I grabbed
Right.
one. Oh, she grabbed one too. Okay.
Yeah,
Dueling 2x4s. This is cool.
exactly. Oh, I like that. No. Well, Balto will get involved with this. He hasn't found a 2x4 yet, but he keeps pulling pieces out of it.
Grabbed one and hit him there. Where is there?
I grabbed one and hit him, kept him there and in place, I'm assuming.
Oh, kept him there.
Yes.
Not hit him there.
I like hit
Okay.
him there.
See, they're
How
attacking,
the bouncy ball, King.
attacking your reasoning skills and your reading skills. That's what it is.
My reading skills.
Yes.
I
Uh,
can't say that I'm dyslexic. I just skip words. That's all.
this was a test to see how you would respond. Okay. Ace of Cups is about how are you going to handle your emotions?
Mhm.
Okay. How are you going to keep it together? And if you would, because this is about gifts, hidden gifts, talents.
Mhm.
I want to see if you could use them. And if you've been harvesting and making them come out, or you've been working on your gifts, are they going to come out? Well,
Yeah.
apparently Spirit agrees with the way you handled it, because these are victory cards.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was
Did
going to
good.
say, is this now going to mirror her physical world, if you will? I'm getting a yes on that.
Yep.
If she wasn't a person that would stand up, it seems like now she's more than able to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they wanted to see if she was going to be the Queen of Swords, and she would rather have peace, but don't push me because I will whip your hand in.
Poking the bear. Okay,
That's the way to
2x4.
That's the way to do it. You sit and you wait.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, the
see.
base card on that's the Emperor. They're testing your leadership skills. Would you take
Okay.
control and help
say that.
others? So yeah.
What does the 8-ball say, King?
Looks like yes.
Looks like yes. Awesome. That's funny.
Marcy. Jen, will there be a frequency that comes from Earth itself that will activate more DNA and healing?
It already is. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say it already is.
She's already active
Yeah.
with that. Okay, don't throw cards. It's
And
not
your
a good
DNA strands are
question.
actually starting to attach already.
Yeah.
Wonder Collective activate.
Yeah. I mean, when okay, so you know, like when we talk about activating the DNA strands, the initial strands are they're energized.
Separated.
They're almost pulsing with energy, and once they all connect, that's when it seems like the second, third, and fourth, if for some will. But yeah, it's like there's actually a rhythm to it. It's 2-1-2-1-3 2-2-2-1-3. There's a rhythm. Sorry, who are you laughing at? Did I hit something?
She's
What?
yawning.
How to sneeze?
I know. I was going to say that.
Yeah, I
Spirits
thought
will-
like you just pulled 2s and 1s. Okay, sorry.
Well, you can hold your nose like this, sneeze, and just clear out your
Ooh.
between your ears.
You pull your ears out, pop your ears out. Yeah. And
Well,
other
I always make fun of Spirit. I'm like, do you have to fly straight up my nose?
Nice.
Okay.
Hey,
his name is
yes.
Pepper.
Yeah.
The Ace
Bird of
of Swords.
Paradise.
Yes, this is going to be circulating.
I love
Um,
it. Look at that
It's
card.
going to get stronger and stronger. There's your strength card. But tread lightly. Now, this is the Knight of Cups. Tread lightly that it doesn't affect, that frequency doesn't affect you in the wrong way, because some people can absorb it differently.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
make sure that you stay focused with the divine energy.
Yeah.
Like what I'm going through now, I'm so tired. And I noticed
Sleep.
Itasca was saying it too. Our sleep schedules are really weird.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Well,
you got 10 hours, Braggermeister.
What is it?
You got 10 hours the other day.
Yeah, I know he did.
I
He
did. I
Wow.
did. And then last night I got 4.5.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
In reverse, the Three of Swords, when it's like this, it's sad and heartbreaking. When it's in like this, it's healing. So yes, that frequency is healing your DNA.
I wonder if that's why I've been feeling off. It's like I wasn't me.
You don't have to pull cards in this. Maybe Dennis and Jen, they keep showing me this pattern to this thing. It's 2-1-3-2-2 2-1-3-2-2-1-4. It's like a number pattern of the pulses that are coming through the DNA. Yes or no on that? Anyone? Or Jen, quick one pull card.
Jay, you mentioned this one before privately with us.
Wasn't that a lock code though? Was that a
No,
lock code?
no. Before that,
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
trying to look
yeah.
at my old notebooks because I did write it down.
yeah. Don't mess with Nadia. She writes everything down. Everything.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Can you
Not
say the
everything.
numbers one more time?
It's like 2 2
213.
2 1 3.
It is a
4.
frequency code.
I
Oh, I'm not going to find it.
it's like 7 digits. That's what I'm getting. It's like 7. The pattern is 7. And I what are the numbers? 2 2 2. That's 6. 1 is 7. 3 is 9. 1 is 10. 4 is 14. 14. I don't know. That's divided by the breaks down to 7. Maybe it is just 7. Yeah.
Yeah, 3. What is it? 213.
2 2 2 2 1 3 1 4. I believe the last number is hard for me to see.
It's 4 twos
It
before
would
that.
be a 5. 2 2 2 1 3 1 4. Like I said, the last one, it's 7 numbers.
4 6 9 10.
Well, I have a Lemurian code that's very similar to that. It's an activation code.
Yeah.
It's not
It-
quite the same. I did pull one tarot. It's your card, so you're the one getting these codes. That's King
Yeah,
of Pentacles.
It's for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so everyone might be different then?
Now the
So everyone
Lemurian
else has
code,
mine.
the Lemurian code, because they're 7 digits and that's a 2213. This says 461, but this one refers to a passage home. Passage home is through the abyss. The curves lead you down the path of understanding to the center point of you and of all. The other half watches, and your path is waiting to return to present time. Is that the one behind your shoulder?
Maybe.
2 paths coming together.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the funny because the total equals 6, which is what is it? What's 6 in normally your cards? Isn't it like a group
The one
celebration?
after
It breaks
5.
down to 6. If that breaks down to 6, it'll break down to 3. That's my number. 3.
Yeah, but 6. Well, there's two
Yeah.
two of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 6 of Swords is you're protected. 6 of Wands is victory.
Mhm.
6 of Pentacles is for humanity.
Yes, humanity. That's the one.
Yeah.
She's
And
moving
6
you
of
into
Cups
Gemini.
is reconciliation. So, and gift giving.
Gift for you. Gift for you. You get a gift. You
It's a-
get a gift.
Careful, it might be poop.
Just
Might be-
moving
hey,
you
never know.
into.
Remember,
moving you
like
into
coal, at
Gemini.
least you can burn it to keep warm.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
So we
Don't
should
let-
ask for coal. right?
Yes, done.
Don't let
I've been
the
trying
bird
to be bad
paradise
all
fly
year.
up your nose.
Can't do it.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Hey, am I connected with the Andromedans or Lyrians or hybrid?
I think we're all hybrids. We've
I-
got so
I-
many different ones.
I felt
Mhm.
hybrid.
Yeah.
We'll start one by one.
Hybrid, yes.
Yeah, that one was an easy one. It just
It's
popped
just it's a combination. Most of us are.
I'm just unique.
We're just mutts.
up.
That's
Spiritual
what my
nuts.
mother said.
Spiritual mutts.
My mother said I was a mutt.
Hey, I wanna throw in a joke if that's okay, since I can't best. It's a riddle.
A riddle. How's
Yeah.
it?
Riddle me this.
It's a riddle.
Yeah, like
It's gonna make
I
our
was
brains
eating
work.
I was eating Wendy's chili last night,
Nice.
Oh Lord.
and okay, why do the Irish only have 239 beans in their chili?
This sounds like a mom joke.
Yeah. No, me.
Because if you add one more, it'd be too farty.
Party. I like it.
Not so far.
Party.
It's too farty.
I do like
I'm not
that.
going
We'll
to
have
say
to
I'm going
save
to
that
use
one
that,
for
but I
March.
enjoyed it.
March
Wow.
15th, March
To farty.
17th.
So I pulled a card for Peg on that last one if
Okay,
she
yeah,
wanted
go
to
ahead.
know. I just pulled one because 6 of Pentacles tells me you're a little bit of everything. All these little pieces come to you. So a little piece of this and a little piece of that. That's basically what we all are.
We're basically
According to Alex Collier, we all have 22 different alien race
I don't doubt it.
fractals within us.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're like the $6 billion man that rebuilt us.
We're just a bunch
Yeah,
of
well, some of
parts.
us a little bit slower than others.
Kind of like our truck at this point.
Oh, poor John.
Does Spirit have any pointers or tips for when DHP is reading cards? He's still in the learning phase. Sometimes he feels disconnected. Beginner syndrome.
It can be. It can be discouraging. Always trust your gut. What is the first thing that you feel when you see it? It's like word association. What is the first thing that comes into your mind when you see a card?
Mhm.
And then listen for the voices, DHP. Okay. Yeah. Spirit will talk to you.
Tune.
Jiminy Cricket.
And as long as you're using your gut first, the voices are the good voices. Let me just put it that way. Okay. Trust your gut.
Also, I feel that what your eye is drawn to first on that card, too.
On the cards, because there's sometimes, like as you're learning in class, there's so many of those symbols in that Rider-Waite that I don't even pay attention to because I could care less. I don't pay attention to it. Over time, the decks, like I'm using the Lightseers deck today, it's totally different. They don't even look nothing like the Rider-Waite deck, and you're just going to change as you if you choose to change a deck. Go with your gut and listen to the voices.
I just say, see with your heart. See with your heart.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think maybe, and I don't know this about cards. I don't know. I can only go to tell you about how I feel with my rods. Like a lot of times I don't get something. And in that moment, I try to zero out anything in my head, like that 0 point, like, prayer of nothing. Sometimes it comes in, sometimes it doesn't. But that's just it. Don't forget, and with him, and I would think more. There's a few in the class also. They jump densities. That's why they're getting a little bit confused. I feel like there's 3 in your class, Jen, that jump.
It very, very possible, but it's very early. So we haven't gone far enough. I appreciate the fact that you're already starting to read and you're studying on your own and making them your own. You should, but go easy on yourself. We haven't gone into spreads yet, the negativity behind cards that can happen. We got a while to go yet, so don't be so hard. I know you're anxious.
Uh-oh.
It'll be
See, I have the spread down pat.
I was going to say that was like turning a red sea.
That was man spreading. You have more questions?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Would an archangel like Uriel easily destroy a plethora of galactic
Plethora.
plethora? It's kind of like sauce.
Yeah, straight yes.
Plethora of galactic.
If the creator ordered
if
it,
they got out of line.
Yeah,
and that's snapping fingers.
Key,
They're powerful, but they're not going to do it just for giggles.
It comes from creator. It doesn't even come from Michael, even though he's the head archangel. It comes from the creator, or it even can come from Metatron, closest to God. It's only those 2. Not even Yeshua. This is Yeshua's time's coming when he calls the shots, is what I'm saying. But Yeshua doesn't. Right
Ace
now,
of Cups.
He's not in charge.
To serve justice. And he will use all that divine power of the sun, because it's of the divine light, to get victory if necessary. Absolutely.
Look at all that
and
light.
I get that Uriel's not the only one. I think any of them have if they're of the divine creator, any of them can do this.
Yes.
I mean, we always picture angels with swords and shields, but this is sheer will.
Yeah.
Like he's saying, in the snap of a finger, it's thought.
Yeah, but that's only if it's necessary. I
Right,
mean,
right.
also Uriel is of compassion and forgiveness. I mean, you're not going to have him go and do something that.
Right. I mean, I don't think we can measure the power,
Well, the
That
creator
power
has
comes from God.
creator's got a plan, the alpha and the omega. I mean, he knows the end and how he wants it to end, and nobody or anything is going to interfere with his plan unless he changes his mind. So,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Go sit.
I am.
I am.
am.
The bird of paradise fly up your nose.
Hindering my memory when I walk out of the room sometimes. It's like, gone. I don't know what that is. It's just I walk out of a room, it's like, what was I doing?
Exactly.
That's because you're
Going upstairs to get a cup of
Realistically,
coffee or something.
Yeah, isn't it kind of just I mean, for some I think it's, you're growing spiritually. That your 3D mind and spirit mind are different, in my opinion.
also probably moving in and out of timelines.
Yeah, I was going to say density jumping is one of the number one
Mhm.
reasons.
Density or dimension? I'm getting dimension.
I felt so
Yeah.
bad yesterday. I was supposed to volunteer for someone and totally blew my mind. I have
It
no
was a
idea.
different dimension.
It wasn't meant to be exactly.
Yeah, it's not just happening to you, it's happening to everybody. It's a collective card. It's happening to everybody, especially
Mhm.
like quick memory loss, not just the old joke of walking into a room, what did I walk in here for? No, this goes a little bit beyond that. If
Mhm.
it's really starting to affect your everyday life, I mean, to a point that it's almost debilitating, set boundaries. That's the King of Cups. So in this deck, our king is sitting here meditating in his sleeveless shirt. So we're raising money for King Sleeves.
Actually, Jen, I was just going to say
Oh.
something, and that card verified it. I was going to say you need to ground yourself more.
Yeah, that's true. And
Do they come
the
off-
Queen
they
of
come off in the wash like that, Dennis, or just curious?
What is
What's
it?
that?
Oh, did they come off in the wash?
Yeah,
The
they come
sleeves,
off in the
they
wash.
come
the
off in the
sleeves? How does
wash.
that happen?
Well, he's always by the water, so he's probably beating him on that rock too hard.
Look, no sleeves. Look at the card. No sleeves.
Yeah, see?
He's so generous. He gives his sleeves for someone else to cry
I
on.
do
Yeah.
actually. They use them for leg warmers.
There you go.
In the 80s.
I also
Dan.
pulled the Queen of Wands, and she's a shaman meditator. She looks for spiritual healing to get you back on track. That's my Nadia card
I
to
love it.
get you realigned so it doesn't affect you as bad.
I look pretty thin in that card. That's awesome.
You look great.
I
It's
do.
beautiful. All right.
You look marvelous, darling.
Marvelous.
Just remember, it's an artist's opinion. Or
It's better to look good than to feel good.
she'll be back.
Blah 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 blah.
The ancient being known as the goddess Hathor was also known as the cow. Is this the cow the Jews are waiting for? The entity Hathor, not an actual red cow or
The
red heifer.
Oh,
She is depicted with the red hair, by the way.
I'm going to ask first, is Hathor the cow that they're waiting for? Because I know she's merging into all the other divine feminines, I believe.
I'm getting a yes.
Yeah.
She is.
I'm getting a yes. This
Now, if you
feels like she
want the 8-ball to answer, let me know.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
the
go
one
ahead.
that says which cow is good and ready. Just seems like her essence, her spirit. This is what's making the decision.
It is her essence. Yeah.
Okay,
The 8-ball says you can count on it.
count.
You can count on
Love
it.
you.
Love you. Bye, Lee.
Bye. Love doesn't come in a
Well,
minute.
he sounds like he's a bit under the weather
Time it
himself.
doesn't come at all.
Everybody. Yeah, the whole bus garage, actually.
They threw him under the bus.
Hathor. Yes, absolutely. That's a huge yes. That's High Priestess.
Look at the red hair. Wow.
Yes, there's red hair. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Real quick question. I just got something on this.
Mhm.
Does she hide in the waters? We picture her as a
Wow.
cow goddess. I'm getting
She
she's
does.
in the waters.
She
Was
does.
I don't know what
Was
that means.
she Lady of the Water? What is that, Lady of
That's another. Yeah, I picked that up too. The Lady of the Lake.
Lady of the Lake?
That's important for
All
some
right.
reason.
So this is why I reiterate to the class, symbology is important regardless of what deck you're using. The moon card, we've studied the moon card. She can appear as something else. It can cause confusion and illusion, but I drew that. She's in the water and she got red hair.
Wow.
Is she a mermaid
All glory and honor.
while she's in the water?
Is she a mermaid or is she a siren?
One and the same, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but she can be on land as well.
Right.
Okay, crazy question. Was I Hathor in past?
I hate to say it, but yeah, you.
Yes, a fractal.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Yeah,
like a
fractal, yeah.
portion.
There's my jazz card. I'm a jazz.
You
That's where
You
that
lost
whole
the
"you
red
talking
hair.
to me" comes from. You talking to me? Yeah.
You talking to me? That was funny.
did you drive a taxi in the past life
But I do look in the mirror every now and then.
Angry driver.
and
Thank
say,
An angry driver.
"You talking to me?"
Do you point with your toes? That's all I'm gonna ask. that answers it right there.
She never has shoes on, so most likely yes.
Yes.
Did you sign your name with your toes? Let's
Yes
see.
on that. If she tries, I bet you she can.
You know what? I'm going to do it right now, right on live.
I think you can. I really do.
I'm
If
Snyder.
I can fling poop. This is one of your gifts.
My talent.
The baby. Is there a message from my daughter about the sun?
A message.
SUN.
Oh, message from my daughter about this. SUN or SON?
SUN.
Well, I'm just
Soul. SOL.
Yeah, I think the sun really is representing something. It's really not about the sun. It represents something.
I'm getting
That's all I'm
portal.
getting.
Portal.
You're getting portal or not that she should be outside more?
Like I said, it seems like the sun represents something. I don't know if that's from her daughter or if that's what Jen's going to find out here.
I get
It
coming to a portal.
represents something.
Well, Nadia's onto something too. She needs to be out in it more.
Well, she needs to pick her feet up then.
My feet are saying yes.
What are your hands saying? Your feet are saying yes, but your hands are saying no.
I sound I sound so Hawthorne.
That's kind of sweet. Okay, first of all, the sadness and anxiety and worry, because this is very dark at nighttime, would go away if you would go outside and sit in the sun.
Yes.
At
Now,
nighttime?
here's a really cool message. Personally, she is holding a mini sun in her hand.
Oh wow.
The sun is within you. Your daughter is a fractal of you. She could be drawn closer to you with that energy.
Oh, okay.
You and your daughter to connect more if you go outside in the sun.
Yes.
She has a stronger connection.
Okay, yeah.
She uses the energy of that sun to manifest closer to you. See how happy she
You
is?
said in the hand,
Yeah.
because that's like a portal also.
Well, that's cool because we were talking about them sharing light, and now I get it with the sun.
Yeah. Because if you see, she starts out with this one. She makes a connection to that sun, and when she's out there, then the daughter's energy, sun, and then her energy blend together.
Mhm.
So within them, they're their own portal. They come together.
Yeah, I get a strong yes to that.
That kind of reminds me when I'd said the other day how Adam and Eve were one, mother and child are one.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing that out there. I think that's a bond, regardless of husband and wife. The bond between a mother and child is something
Right.
so powerful.
Even stronger.
Yep.
The baby. Is there anything nefarious in her home
Right now.
right now? I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a no, but it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
You know, I was asking this before if it's coming in through an electronic device.
A strong yes to that.
Mhm.
Do you have a Ring door cam as a baby? You have a Ring
Mhm.
door cam? Something or a video camera?
On the computer, probably on the computer too.
I don't know. I'm getting camera.
Yeah. I'm getting computer camera.
Okay. Maybe it is computer, not Ring. I just camera.
It's
I get both.
well, she said no to the Ring camera,
Okay.
but
Oh,
I'm
she
getting
doesn't have a ring?
no. But wait, she said video camera on the outside
Put a ring on
Yeah.
it, buddy. You want to go a little further, you better
and
put a
one
ring on it.
camera on my computer. Yeah, well, video.
Don't touch the camera on your computer, Nadia. We've been down this road.
It's too late. Wait. Can
That
you
was
see me now? Can you see me now?
What are you getting,
Okay.
Jim?
Yeah, there is a dark entity. There's your liar and thief card. It's very dark. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. It's a mirror, but this is looking at, you can look at it like electronics in a camera because when you look
Right.
into it, you see,
It reflects
look
back.
at this.
Wow.
So when you see it, that's its entrance.
Mm.
Portal.
Wow. Got it.
Portal.
You
Yeah,
need boundaries. Queen of Cups is about
door
setting
there.
boundaries like, nope, you cannot come in here. This is not your space.
Mm,
Wow.
I'm confirming
You
that.
have your
Mirror
guides and your archangels, whoever's around you that protects you, protect the entire house as well.
Wow.
I do that every day.
Wow, that's beautiful. The divine creator comes in. You're protected. You're his child. You're safe up there with him in spirit. I mean, that's what that card represents.
Can she do
in
a
this
salt
deck.
wash?
Yeah.
A salt wash on the mirror?
Yeah, I was gonna. I'll get a hold of her and tell her to do
Yeah,
that.
the salt doesn't do shit. It actually has to go onto the mirror. A salt wash of some sort.
Yeah. I'll let her know.
Okay.
I was actually. Thanks for saying that because it was already in my head, and
Okay.
that's cool.
Hey, that was the first time for me, salt wash, just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that was. I know you can sprinkle salt.
No.
They wanted it a wash, yeah, a salt wash.
Yeah, it's a thing that we can do that you actually cleanse the entire
It's
house.
an actual real thing. Okay.
It's an actual thing. Salt is such a commodity.
It is. I'm running low.
That's why I try to stay salty.
Yeah. Vinegar.
Well, I had 20 years of being
Vinegar.
salty. So.
Okay.
Putting intention aside, does horoscope mean Horus's scope, as in seeing through the eye of Horus? I can also see horoscope.
Yeah, I used to hear horoscope, but let's see if it's connected to Horus. I mean, you're giving us a little segue for next week's homework.
Yeah.
Horoscope. This first.
Yeah, he's onto something. That's not totally
He is,
it.
and I'm getting like a little bit more to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is something he put out, like, if you're born under any sign, I can see what you do. I don't know. There seems to be a little bit of,
Horoscope.
yeah, but non-truth about it, but some truth, but non-truth. He's right up there with, he's another one. It's deception with him.
But you didn't spit at this one.
I did. You didn't hear it.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Right up there with.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went in Dennis's eye. He just wrote.
Automatic. Just comes right up. See, before I had a bridge, I used to be able to shoot it between my teeth.
And it was so magical that it went right through my glass lens.
You're welcome. It's a gift. That's the way I look at it.
That's what I love about glasses. It's such a protective. Do you know that you should clean your lenses energetically because you have so much negative that can
I
tag?
have no negative.
My
None.
uncles were plasterers, and they used to either spit in the plaster or push some of their sweat in the plaster so that they would put their self within that work. It was funny, but they actually meant it. They were putting themselves in on that work to make it like a form of pride. It was a real weird ritual they did. You'd hear stuff come out of their mouth like, "Hey, I just sweated in there. What are you doing?"
Better than blood.
Yeah, you're a young kid, going like, "Look, I'm just moving mud around. What do you want? I don't know."
Jen looks confused.
No, there's a whole lot to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they keep showing the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye is what they keep saying, the all-seeing eye. There's different ways that this ties in with how they get our horoscopes.
Mm-hmm.
Because the magician card comes in. Now look, this is a reflective pool, so you can use that. There's different forms of a all-seeing eye when they talk about the Horus, the eye of Horus.
Mm-hmm.
But this is in the mind, the crown and the third eye as well. Okay. The death, and here's the death card. So if the other ones die, that's why I'm trying to get clarification. If you don't have the other forms, a new way will come forward. There's many different forms of the eye of Horus, not just that little sketched eye.
Is it a negative aspect of the horoscope? Is it a negative, the eye of Horus?
See, I don't get that because
I don't either.
The Hierophant is well aspected with the sun. And this is based on faith.
Yeah.
So there's eyes on us all the time in many different forms. Yeah. See, the Wheel of Fortune will tell me if they can start out one way. It's like the all-seeing eye of the universes. If it doesn't work or it dies out, they just reverse it and figure out another way. There's an all-seeing eye that can see all aspects, all dimensions, all densities in every outcome of every horoscope.
Well, I'm also saying because of Horus not being bad, and horoscope actually is beneficial.
Yeah.
Is that why they took time off of birth records, just so you could not get the correct signs?
Probably because you can really connect with your with all of the rising signs and all that when it's really exact.
Yeah, and they don't put on it anymore.
I pulled one more, and that's the world card. Every world, every aspect, every soul, everything is connected to this. So thank you. Finally, you could have just said that. Basically, it's an opening to every Akashic record.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yep. They just kept dumping it, and I'm like, okay, but that's a whole lot. That's multiverse. And they said, exactly. It's everywhere all the time. It's just like Creator's eye. That's where they get it.
So in every timeline or multiverse we are in, we have the same.
You have the ability to find it.
But we
No, you
have,
don't have the same sign, but you have the ability to find where you're at in a different dimension, is what they keep telling me. I'm like, based on our horoscope,
wow.
it's about energy and frequency. So my energy in this dimension is connected to my energy in the other dimensions if you just know how to follow it. But that's why they kept
Wow.
showing me so many different ways. Reflecting pool, use your third eye. There's so many different ways you can find what's going on. I may be, I don't know, a Scorpio in a different dimension. You know, you could be anything, but there's apparently they're like ley lines. They lay over top of each other and they connect in different dimensions. Does that make any sense?
So
Yeah.
if you raise the vibration in one dimension, then you should be able to raise the vibration
Yeah,
in all
because
dimensions.
everything is connected.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. But also our soul contract, we pick which sign we want to be here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I want to be a schizophrenic. Really?
no. Yeah. Well, that was a the short stick. You got the short stick.
A fucus.
Oh, okay.
A fucus.
Well,
Okay.
at least I was a Chinese monkey, so I.
I mean, I feel that, well, not in the Chinese zodiac, but I feel that like my signs here now give me the strength to do what I do.
Yeah. For the purpose of our contracts, if you want to call them that, or our purpose of why we're here with our gifts, we are the signs that we need to be.
Yeah.
Give or take with that 13th zodiac of how it floats. That's why we should get into Chinese zodiac, because you talk about accuracy, very accurate.
Yes.
Marcy, do we actually have the ability to die or 5D mindfully without hurting ourselves when we choose, quote, willingly?
Willingly. Do we have the?
Can you do that again?
Okay, well, we need to be a little more specific when we talk about the terminology that we use, because there is a way to physically come out of your body, out of body experiences. You can train your body to do it. I used to be able to do it until someone smacked me on my hand, thank you, Father, and said I can't do it anymore. Because I was
Where were
getting,
you going is the question.
I was going to
Got
find
cords
me
and all
in
kinds of
other
shit.
places.
Wow.
Because I've been drawn to it since I was a little kid, and I was off to find my off-worlders. I have known that since I was an itty bitty little kid, and I trained myself to step out of my body. I could train my soul to come in and out whenever I wanted to, until Wangsies came along, and the creator, one of the 3 times I died, I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
Is there a form of pizza in heaven? That's all I want to know.
Pizza?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just saying.
It's
Yeah,
loaded
right up
with
there
pineapples.
Okay.
Pineapples, exactly.
He's like, I'm not going. Anything that your heart desires when it comes to food is there, and then stuff we've never even heard of. So there's different ways.
I want to
you
try
can-
manna.
If
Not,
you can,
not shawarma ever again. Manna.
not shawarma.
No, you know what? Try shawarma the right way. That's all you have to
Maybe.
say. Give it a chance.
Multiple ways you
Yeah, I
can enjoy
tried
food
that.
in the heavens. If you like to cook, you can prepare it yourself.
Okay.
You can have the angels bring it to you, or you can manifest it.
Tony Jesus
yourself.
likes my meatballs.
I wonder if we would be able to eat that apple, or what we were talking could have been a custard or an apple.
Oh, let me send you that photo.
5 dimension.
Uh,
To messenger.
DHP put a comment on the last show, and he sent me a picture of it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so the forbidden fruit. Will we be able to figure out what the forbidden fruit was and try it, or would that restart sin again?
No, this is a one-shot deal, I think. But I always felt, I don't know this for sure, this is just my spiritual opinion, that all is forgiven, and once all that slate is wiped clean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's going to be, because it's not about the fruit itself. It was about following the rules.
Right.
All right, that's the fruit I was saying. I'm going to send it to you guys. That's the fruit I was saying, but I don't know how to say the word of it. It's guayaba or something like that. Jay,
Guava?
no, it's not guava. It's
Anna. Hold on.
it's G.
Well, there's two ways to hold on. let
Yeah,
me just-
guayabana. That's it. Guanabana.
yeah,
Guanabana?
that's the closest thing, and you
Guana-
need it when it's brown, when it's turning.
Yeah, guanabana if you wanna.
Oh, okay.
Manana.
It's an iguana eating a banana.
Manana. And he said
Banana.
onana
It's
as well.
reptilian and it's
Well,
a
no.
reptilian egg.
Yeah, actually, it's a custardy fruit.
But that's
You
kind
know,
of what I saw, and
they-
that seems to be the closest thing that I could compare to it.
Yeah, that's guanabana.
Manamana.
They said the
Banana.
banana was a genetically modified fruit.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. And it
Banana.
never existed, or it had a lot of seeds in it.
Mm.
That they
fruit
modified.
doesn't even look appetizing.
I wonder if I
What is
called,
it?
Doesn't even look good. The
Banana?
picture you sent me. No,
Oh,
No.
The guanabana?
yeah.
Banana. No.
Mary
Manamana.
Jean wants to know if you want to close questions, King. How many do we have?
I don't know how many we have. I've already gone through all the starred ones I
I
had
think there's
before.
a good bit.
So
Okay.
should we
Let's
close for
go
now?
ahead and close
Close
the
it for now,
questions
yeah.
for now, and we'll see if we open them up or not later. DHP. Are deja vu and premonition the same thing?
Yes.
Just looked at from a different perspective.
Yeah, it depends on you, your vibration, and if it's coming from your angels, it's definitely perspective.
You don't think you've done that in a different timeline and then
I was getting deja vu is like past and premonition is future.
well, you know what the opposite of deja vu is, right?
Vujode.
It's vujade.
Of Ozed.
Or what do they call that? Soup de jour.
No soup for you.
Yes, real bananas have seeds. That's true.
Yes, they do.
I can't eat bananas because of that. On a rare occasion, I tempt it, and I have one.
There actually is a big. If you're lucky, you'll get a bigger seed, and that one you can plant.
I'm sorry. Are we on a past question?
I swear we answered that before.
Yeah. And
That
King's
just-
right timing.
Okay. It's also a
Come on.
We got a little bit of everything. Deja vu can also be a glitch in this matrix simulation stuff that causes confusion.
Yeah.
Perception is a huge part
Yeah.
of this. High Priestess and the Star card. Now, these are about subconscious and consciousness. Which one of you is experiencing this? So we have to look a little deeper beyond the veil to figure out, because the star is a representation of desire, but is it of the subconscious or the consciousness? Which one is experiencing these things? Now, if it's angelic given from this tells about the future of what's coming. Premonitions, visions, and prophecy are angelic.
Yeah.
Right.
The deja vu is more of a subconscious dimensional where you've been already kind of thing.
Speaking of breaking the matrix, can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Were
Are
we
we
speaking
done
of
with this one?
breaking the matrix?
Well, she said there was a break in the matrix. Was her first card?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, think about it.
I didn't-
Look, you're looking through the eye of an angel, and for like future, this
Mhm.
could happen, or this may
Yeah.
happen.
I've had that happen before.
What's your question, Nutty?
Yes.
Breaking the matrix. I'm looking at the stars and I see my Orion, which I'm very happy when I see my constellation up there.
Mhm.
But At night I go walking my little guy. I don't want to say his name because he'll think I'm going out. I'm walking my little guy, and it feels like the constellation is following me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see it's there, and then I see it's right above me.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that for a couple of days. Is that a break in the matrix?
No, that's you seeing through the veil, actually.
That it's actually
Which is kind of, they kind of go hand in
Yeah.
hand. You
Yeah.
really need to go break through the matrix in order to see beyond the veil.
Mhm.
Yes, agreed.
Wow. Okay. Triple fives.
Wow.
So yeah, being able to see beyond that matrix, like burning down the matrix. You see the
Yeah.
dome.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Burning
Five
down
of
the
Pentacles. You don't belong. Five of Pentacles is feeling left out. I don't belong here. This is messed up. So that's the second five. Third five of Five of Cups. The loss of what they've been doing. And these are stars, the starry night.
Yeah.
They have taken all of the reality of what it truly is away from you. So that's loss. But you're gaining it back by stepping out. and going
So
on
just
your own.
acknowledging that I can see it actually moving with me and
Mhm.
not being into that matrix is a positive for me.
Yeah.
Right. I drew one more off the top, which explains it all. And remember, in tarot, fives are a temporary situation. They won't last very
It
long.
changes, yeah.
Right. I pulled one more off the top. You are now seeing more things through your third eye.
Yeah.
That's the
Right
Ace
on.
of Wands.
Nice, nice.
Don't move those cards. Hold on. Second one from the bottom. It's a gift for Nadia.
The second one from the bottom.
Bottom one, the next one. Ties that in somehow. I don't know.
It's the star card again.
Oh, wow.
You're
Yes,
tied
Do
in.
you have your constellation tethered?
Yeah, you're tethered to it.
Okay.
I am, but there's one that is off to the side, which I'm asking, who is that family that is there? I know it's a family, but I don't know who it was.
That one took some wind out of my.
That's
Great.
collective.
Sale?
It's a collective group. It is family, but it
Yeah.
doesn't tell me who.
Yeah, they won't tell me who. I've been asking, but
That means you're just not meant to know yet.
okay, that's fine. You okay, Jay?
Yeah, that just there's a strong connect on that one. Just kind of like put my brain out for a second. Okay.
I did
Put
see
your brain
meteors.
out and then put it back in. Okay.
Speaking of, I did see meteors last night.
Well, it is. Yeah, we've had a meteor shower. What, for the last 2 or 3 days or something?
Yeah, this is the last one.
I
Yesterday was the last day.
don't care for stones, but this is connected to water, so I am curious. Is the bluish lapis lazuli crystal made of water, and what does it do different from other stones?
Yeah, there's a ancient native tale about lapis lazuli being part of the sky. It's not the sky stones that they've found, but lapis lazuli came from the waters above. That's
The
a
firmament
right,
waters.
the Native American,
All right.
maybe in other cultures. I'm not entirely sure, but I remember reading it.
I'm seeing it's emotions, and it's also for like dream state. You guys get that?
Yeah.
Is that what this
I'm
is?
confirming what you're getting.
No, that's
No.
not.
What is
I don't
this?
think I have. It's a rock. No, I'm kidding.
It's a blue rock.
Bling.
Let me see it again.
It's a blue rock.
Yeah, that's a big kidney stone.
That's
Sorry.
an agate. I think it's an agate. Agate or a labrador. I don't know. Labradorite.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some more light on this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not really
Uh,
showing.
Well,
Something
it's
different
like a
about that,
combination of turquoise and a little bit darker blue.
Can you look
with
into it?
some gold.
Can you look
Can
into
I
it
look into it?
and see like through it? Because I have a Labrador. I think it's a Labrador.
No, I cannot see through it.
Yeah.
I see blue, different shades of blue, and what appears to be either a darker gold um,
Yeah.
line.
Uh,
I wonder if it's a labradorite. Yeah.
uh,
Oh, and here we go. We got Jules said it.
yeah, just a okay for that stone, the lapis lazuli. If they just showed me the great Sachemo, okay, like that resonance of jazz sound, that frequency does really well with that stone. So that's not for me. I'm not a big fan of stones. I think we're the power, not the stones. But there's something.
That's why your stones are in your
Well,
wife's purse.
Yes, they
yeah, I
are.
got the only stones that I have are big stones. So
Well, that goes without saying. Match the fig leaf.
It's also ancient Egyptian, from what I'm reading. Yay.
Well, it's interesting based on what the cards are saying of what Rocco said. First of all, Ace of Swords. It is a different frequency. That's the
Yeah.
Ace of Swords. So that's vibrational. The death or rebirth. Now I want you to pay attention to the picture because that's what I'm drawn. Right, about the firmament. This is where it comes from. It's about rebirth, and the fact that you said something about a certain frequency, almost like, and it's like music.
Intellect, yeah.
Yeah, that jazzy.
Different frequencies, and these are singing bowls.
Yeah.
So yes, there is something about the frequency of this
And
stone.
it's
that
even
makes a
his
huge
voice.
difference.
Yeah, it's even his voice. He had a very
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Call that throat singing. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that throat singing.
Oh, it's horrid. Sorry.
I think it's so awesome that they can do that.
Yeah,
But
She's
I'm
right.
thinking it's a dream
That's a
state
talent.
frequency. What is it?
it is a talent for sure. It does not resonate with me. But
Well, you should-
any frequency, again, it's I think that's upon the individual.
That's
Wow,
a
I pulled-
Siberian group that does
Did
it.
you get
I
Jen?
pulled one more. There's something like once you get nail that frequency down and really connect to it, these singing bowls turned into this card. That's the 10 of cups.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So it raises,
Mm,
so it
Okay.
gets better.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. That frequency is in a higher, it's more in the crown, maybe above the crown, dream state.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the great Sachima's name? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh,
Shima.
Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see dreams of green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That throatish, plus the music that he
Like with the raspy.
played. Yeah, it's like the combination of the two.
Yeah.
I'm going to send him that one group that sings in Siberia. See if it resonates with him.
Okay.
I will see if I could send it to you, DHP.
Good luck.
Is the internet of consciousness neutral ground, and how high in dimensions can it connect if there wasn't a cap?
Oh,
Internet of conscious is the internet connected to collective conscious.
okay. Let me. Internet of.
All right. Let's define internet of consciousness.
Exactly. Okay.
Pretty broad.
Interconnection.
Is this like out there in the ether? Is this how we connect with our guides? That's pretty broad.
I feel that he's connecting the AI internet theory to the oneness of the collective.
Well, we can go as far as the creator
Yeah.
in creation. I mean, it's an infinite thing.
Okay. Internet
I
of
think
consciousness.
he's the only one that could put a cap on it if he wanted
Okay, well,
to.
I'm going to go with the second question. Is the
Okay.
internet of consciousness, is the internet connected to the collective consciousness?
I think yes.
I'm going to go with that one and see where we go from there. This is the
That's-
consciousness we connect when we connect online. Okay.
Oh, the consciousness we connect when we connect.
Again,
I believe even without physical electronic
Right.
internet, we connect on a
Yes.
level that we probably just don't have the words for.
Yes.
all right, let me see. Just connecting.
And it depends on how frequent you connect with anyone online, that it's quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quantum.
I'm getting a general overall yes because I'm still mixed up on this. Like for instance, someone in our chat sent me a person that connects to different things, and their essences in many cases that aren't necessarily conscious,
Hmm.
but she comes up with a conscious construct. And I've been, I've listened to a few of the videos because the hard part is I see everything coming from within. In other words, it's not connecting with something out there. Is she making up the thing? I don't know. But I'm not feeling that divine spark of an essence or a consciousness. But what I'm getting at with that is this. I can see the connection and AI and our collective consciousness. Yes.
Hmm.
That's where I was going with that. But the other thing was odd. I think some people, okay, let's say it doesn't have a consciousness. But I think kind of like how Nadia says, if you manifest something to a point, could you create a consciousness out of that construct? That's a possibility.
Hmm.
But it would come from within. I just have a hard time with the energy. The energy seems to come from self, not
Hmm.
the entity. But this seems to be the joining of the two, if you will.
Well, if we talk about the collective consciousness, like when we get together on these shows,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is what happens to our energy. Like if
Right.
there's a couple people, you can have a troublemaker that causes problems, or you can have somebody that's going through a really hard time. Yeah, we know. I'm okay. Okay.
No,
He
no, I'm
feels
talking.
guilty.
Are you talking to me?
Um,
Are you talking to me? Okay, good.
so but if we've had days where energy's through the roof, and we've had
Yeah.
days where everybody just starts to drop all at one time.
Yeah.
So I pulled 3 cards on this, and the Wheel of Fortune is just that. If you see dark energy, and then you see light energy, they teeter. It depends on us together.
Yeah.
It only takes 1 or 2 to bring it down.
Right.
Especially that's why we try to agree to disagree
Right.
peacefully instead of starting arguments. The chariot is represented the same way. You've got great light energy and you can have dark energy. It depends on how it comes in and how it's perceived. And then the final card is victory. That's why we consciously put an effort of raising the frequency, raising the vibration to get victory. Now, if you
Mhm.
can see, we get victory. These are little hands coming up.
Okay.
All of these little white things, these are collective hands reaching for the same goal to have
Okay.
victory.
Cool.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if we're reaching for the same end goal of happiness and high
Yeah.
vibration, we get it.
Right. And this kind of brings up what I had asked you about. You're doing your tarot classes. Maybe if someone would like to come on with us, because
Absolutely.
that's just it. When we connect, to feel that connection
Yep.
of maybe if you're not connected with someone that doesn't have connection,
Yep.
just to feel that energy, you get it right through the screen. It's amazing.
Yeah. Now that can go 2 ways too,
Yes.
because
Yes.
sometimes when somebody starts out with tarot, it can be way overload of energy because you pick up on everybody. You got to learn to
Right.
hone in on the question that you're on.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
all that, try not to look at the chat. That's why I miss half of them when I'm
I
doing my
agree.
show because
I agree.
you're
2
honed
feet
in.
first isn't always the best remedy.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I believe, especially with our collective,
Mhm.
that we have been overly connected with each other in a good way. I mean, like Mary Jean's doing her own thing, and Caroline's doing her own thing, and we're constantly in conversations with others, as well
Right.
as the people of the live chat in communication with some people in the live chat. I think that's a
Right.
beautiful thing because
Right.
that helps our connection be stronger.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
like to connect not only just on these round tables, but that's why I like to read for everyone like individually, private, just me and you through Zoom. I get to know you on a personal level, and then I can come in. I get to picture you even in the chat if I've seen your face, and I pick up on that energy that I just had one-on-one with, and
Mhm.
it draws that energy in. It makes it so much stronger.
Yeah. Did you guys read what DHP wrote last?
No.
Not there yet.
But
What?
okay,
'Cause I call it BS. Just thought I'd be interested to see what you guys get.
and no, that's fine. That's
Okay.
there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that, okay, don't forget that was a hard question as far as how we were trying to interpret it.
Interpret it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get a hold of him later. He can kind of tell me what he meant.
Yeah, the intention, we could take it totally wrong. I do that all the time. Like,
And-
what do you mean by
but
that?
that's like, okay,
Exactly.
we try not to put any kind of ego in it.
Mhm.
And again, we're trying to connect on, in most cases, when we do a question with that we're not sure of, we generally go to the higher portion of what we think. I mean, that's what people don't realize. We don't go to the low, like, oh, we go to the higher representation of what we feel,
Right.
which could either enhance or maybe modify what he's asking.
Clyde was pulling us over to the right. So,
Right.
Oh,
Right.
he says he agrees with us.
Well, most of the time, I just do what Wings tells me to.
Okay.
Well, at least I try to.
Well, he's saying here, it's not BS from you guys. He agrees. Okay, regardless, we're good, DHB. It's
Okay.
okay.
Question for the
Yeah,
info.
I mean,
Oh.
peanuts always get different answers and different questions. Sometimes that is an
Everybody's different.
interpretation of
Yeah,
how.
we won't internet slap you.
Yeah.
As
But
long as we're not flinging the BS, it's okay.
I'll
Uh,
load
Two-handed
up.
flinging.
I can't get two hands though, just one at a time.
Go for
does
it.
mistletoe help make that
Yeah.
kiss more magical when standing under it?
Uh-oh.
It's an 8-ball question. Wow.
It
Katrina's-
says yes.
Ooh.
I just have 10 toes. I'm not doing the mistletoe.
10 toes and 10
It comes down to belief, honestly. Your belief.
PHP. Back to the Christmas topic. Red and green are the main colors. What does the combination of both these colors do to the subconscious mind?
That's what the question was. Okay.
Okay, I could say that what I'm getting is the subconscious mind actually has higher different colors than what we have here.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
it's
there's
just
colors that exist way beyond our biggest.
But what do these two colors do to the subconscious mind? This red and this green from Christmas.
But the combination of them blending towards each other, is that
Well,
what you're
okay, red and
I
green.
got my crayons.
Okay, well here, red and green. Skip
Okay.
all the other colors. What does the red and green do to the subconscious mind? That's what we're looking at.
To lead a
Combination.
marine, that's fairy in line.
He's gonna text you on that one. Oh, wow. Labor breakfast.
And I think this kind of goes with what you just said about all the different colors. I think this is perception and how it vibrates with you. The colors, how we perceive them. For some, it's a comfort. It's like a warm blanket. It's like a homemade mac and cheese. For others, it's a hard cracker and I'm chilly.
Well, if it's okay to address it in a chakra way, you got the red as the basic, and you got the green, which is the heart. But what the main purpose is to get the red up to the Kundalini, rising, and that's the red. The green is the heart combination to get through the consciousness.
Right. Well, the cards say this is, oh gosh, I can't say intention or perception here. Wait a minute.
Okay. Do it.
I'll say it.
I can. Perception. Okay. There you go.
How are you seeing it? Rocco is right. It's how you perceive this in your subconscious. Okay. Yeah. The star card is conscious versus subconscious. How does it make you feel when colors come together with that 8 of Wands? All right. It strengthens both the subconscious and conscious. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I look at red and green as two beautiful colors. The creator made them, and I try not to look at the negativity.
As far as the holiday aspect of it, to me, it's positive. The color, the for lack of a better term, the use of the colors, it's positive. Maybe it didn't start out that way, but I think just like we had talked about, like people that are really get into the holiday season and they're getting a piece of that energy. I think energetically, it's your perception on the colors again.
True. To some people, it really, really bothers them, and they feel the need to walk away from the colors.
Mhm.
They don't like it. If you've noticed, some people actually prefer just solid white lights,
Yeah.
not the colorful,
Uh-huh.
multicolored stuff.
Yeah.
They just like the white
What are you getting, King?
snow crystals.
I get elementals.
Elementals.
Elementals. Okay.
Red is the fire.
Yes.
Green is the earth. Blue is the water. And white is the wind or the air.
Air, ethereal. Yeah, and that's the fire is the Kundalini. That is the basic.
Yeah, I'm going to confirm that.
I
That's
pulled the
what people
Empress.
can see, yes.
This is the energy of Gaia, and all of those things are a part of her. So yeah, you can use that energy, draw it off of her too. We know there's colors everywhere, especially green.
Yeah. And what green and red actually kind of make an earth tone, if you will.
Mhm.
You know, so I mean, the color of life and passing, even though the passing is the beginning of life, at the same time with, you know, the leaves farting and turning
Red
different
and green make brown, and you can
Yeah.
fling it. So there you
and
go.
you can I love it, I will.
Well, now it totally throws away my positive way of saying it. But you know, when you go past the veil or you go
Yeah.
into a higher density,
Mhm.
that green is even greener than you can imagine, or
Yeah.
that red is
Oh,
even
yeah.
redder than you can imagine. So
I got to tell you, the one color that bothers me is this. It's kind of like a bright blue. A lot of like people that have alarms on their car, it like blinks this blue.
Mhm.
This kind of blue, it's actually on my bed also, like the remote. Like if you hit the thing to lift your legs up or your head up, this blue is horrid to my eyes. But royal blue is comforting.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is that's a color to me personally, that it's like a rejection. That I don't think there's something wrong with the color spiritually. It's this body that doesn't like it. If that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
can't, like, if there's an alarm clock and the lighting on the alarm clock is blue, I can't look at it.
Okay.
If there is an old electronic, like an old satellite box or VCR or
Yeah.
DVD, if the numbers, the clock is blue, I have to cover it up. I can't
Yeah.
look at it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I like
Yeah.
it.
Clocks are all blue.
I'm going to have to look at something.
You're gonna
I'm
have a
going to go
blue
to every
Christmas.
car and go
Blue cotton coffee,
because
you know.
I never paid attention.
No blue for you. No blue for you.
No
I
blue for you.
Lose my
You gotta
color.
turn them all off.
We will reach.
Mary Jean. Ian Welsh said yesterday that when we reach 5D, there will be 2 suns in our sky. True? It's also in the Bible in Revelation.
I already
Yes.
see 2 suns.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, there
I
are
already
2
do.
suns.
There's 2 suns already.
Yeah. It's funny. Just yesterday, I was watching Instagram that said that in the Quran, it was already predicted about the 2 suns
Mhm.
that we will see it.
Yeah. Well, the 2 suns.
Well,
I think
some
they're-
will see it, some will not.
Right. And 2 suns and the 2 earths. And when they are separate. So, I mean, they'll see the 2 suns before they see the 2 earths, if they see
Exactly.
them. If they see them. And then it does kind of come down to perception. But in overall, yes, I agree with, there are 2 suns already. The 5D I'm having a problem with. It's not a no. But it's like it doesn't want to give me a yes. It just seems that there's we're there but not there. Something's not right in that interpretation. It's not 5D is what seems to be halting it. I don't know why. Maybe because if we see the 2 suns, you're already in a resonance
Already there.
beyond 5D. That's
Mhm.
the only thing I can feel.
I think you're already there.
Yeah.
What about multiple moons? I've seen multiple moons also.
I
Yeah.
have.
Ooh.
I have.
Or no moon at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's more common.
Wow.
Yeah, the 5D's throwing me off on that one.
Wow. Well, first, I'm getting that not everybody is going to see it, and then there will be some that see it. It doesn't bother us in a negative way, but some people will see it,
As a
and it will make them feel awful.
Yeah.
So
Is this cataclysmic to some people also?
yeah, some people will think it's the end of the world.
there's judgment. Yep, that you're going to be called
Well,
off, and we're
technically,
going to die.
isn't there? There really will be some kind of judgment.
Well,
if
yeah,
God's the worst, yeah.
actually, there is. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's the way you interpret that, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, the 5D, I think that's wrong. I think if you're seeing the two suns, you're already beyond that aspect. And not only that, 5D, I don't believe 5D where you're going to see with your physical eyes. You're going to see with your being. Just like I say about seeing with your heart, you're going to see with your whole soul, your being. It's not the eyes.
This is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like you're here, but you're not here. And the
Yeah.
Ace of Cups is seen with your heart. If you're emotionally fulfilled, if you're good spiritually, you're going to reach these goals a lot faster. 2 suns, multiple, you're already there.
Yeah.
But when we see it, this is based on our faith and our spirituality. To be able to
That I
see
agree with.
beyond that veil.
That's an automatic. Boom, straight yes, yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
So the red heifer comes up again.
Did not hear that.
Question from DHP Jr. I just had my own personal experience like Rocco,
Sweet.
where I jumped from this reality onto another one, but quickly got sent back as soon as I realized the jump.
I know.
Was
Yeah.
another me pulling me?
Okay.
Was there another DHP Jr.?
It was the dictator one.
Was it the tether?
You did
Is
have that.
tether bringing him back?
No
No jumping.
Yeah, I'm seeing. It's not that. It doesn't feel really like another me. It really feels like your higher spirit. But I know what that feeling feels like. You're like, oh, this is really happening. Boom. It's like you're gone for that moment. You're like, oh, just hold on to this for a couple more seconds. Too late. Yeah, this. There may be another you. I don't think that was the one pulling you, but it now knows there's another him, if that makes sense.
This is your higher self. That's a magician card. That's your ascended self. That's already reached
That's the one
that.
pulling it? Okay.
Yeah, the one that's already reached the enlightenment. That's the hangman. So I ain't got nothing better to do. Hang out and pull your butt back and forth. So, but I don't get that it's like the dictator you in a different it's your higher self, the good divine.
Quick yes or no on this. Whatever other him, I don't know how many there are of him. Whatever other him felt him. It felt him. Like I said, like the higher self pulled him back. But whatever other fractal of him felt him. Just a quick yes or no on that.
Yeah, but that's you got pulled back because the Knight of Wands, it can lead to reckless behavior. You could make huge mistakes. They did feel a connection, like, okay, that's enough. Come back.
Yeah, that the experience with the female Rocco, that was the last of fractals for me. And I would agree. I think there's multiple fractals for some people. For some, there's not that many.
Yeah.
But yeah, interaction with those are divinely guided.
Well, if there is one you in every dimension, then it's infinite.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey, last of the Enochians. Okay.
The Enochians. Yep.
And dances with wolves. Can I ask that? Was it my fractal that attached that caused me to go through my dark night of the soul this week?
Okay.
Sure, you can ask that. Go ahead.
All right, I'll ask it. Was it my fractal? Oh, deja vu now. Wow.
I'm getting a combination. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. doubt. There's doubt. There's
Yeah.
doubt, but there's wonder. See, it's holding hard. There's doubt, but there's wonder, and I think you all both manifested this.
Well, I think the doubt was coming from her or him, whoever, but it was making me feel it. And I kept saying, but that's not what I feel. I knew it wasn't me.
Yeah. Okay, when we're talking neutral, good, and bad spirits, this one's kind of neutral, if you will, not good or bad. Like I
But
said,
had doubt.
yeah.
I don't know about that part.
What's
Was
that?
it me that had the doubt? I don't think it was neutral. It was
Well,
the best-
no, I mean the fractal seems not good, not bad. It's I think that's like we all have a state of
It weighed heavy
Yeah.
on me. I felt like I was carrying someone
Like
on
you.
me.
you.
Yeah, you wanted to suck the energy out of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
5 of Cups,
Both suck.
heaviness, depression, loss of this one. This is thief coming to take something from you. What are they taking? They want to reconcile so they can have better victory for their fractal side.
They wanted.
They've got it. They've
Perfect.
got it rough right now. But what it did was started to tear you down, make you
Yeah.
feel tired.
Mhm.
But that's they wanted to reverse their situation. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Just absolutely. Let me have some of yours. You come over here because I've got it kind of crappy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Try
I
to.
think I won though.
The Four of Cups. Try not to let that distract you. Okay,
No.
of what happened. 9 of Swords is great advice from Spirit. Don't let it give you anxiety and worry. Okay, don't let it bring you down. The final card is the Hermit Creator card. You're divinely protected. You're okay. So they're not going to be able to succeed. You have to give consent even to yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't, they can't do it.
Right.
Yes, you can have coffee. Okay, thank you.
And
Sin-
is this since this happened? This has happened to a couple of us. Is this because of this time in our world or their worlds? I feel it's more
I think
like
theirs is falling apart.
Agreed. But is it our world that is more affected by it? I don't. Okay, I've already seen this world destroyed. I get that, but does it benefit our world? This world.
It's almost like the House of Mirrors, but there is like one original one. Are we on the original
There can
one?
only be one. I'm getting a yes to that, but it's
We
not
are
a bad
more emotional and spiritually in tune, and they need that. That's the High Priestess. So yeah, we are more advanced. The Magician tells us that we've got more ascension power, and we need to feed off of each other.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
this is the original true. I'm not saying that not everything is of the divine
Right.
created in all these multiverses, but that other one, I pulled one more card, and this kind of goes from Nadia's question into what we're just talking about. The best thing we can do for ourselves in those other dimensions is send them love. That's
Yes.
the Lover's card.
Oh, that's
Love them, love light, but you can't have any more of me.
Right.
Not enough to go around, if that makes sense.
Yeah, my initial reaction to what was happening to mine was I was sending them love, and I told her, focus on me, focus on my love, focus on my feelings.
Yep.
That's because for me, it almost seemed like a test as far as what I like, because, okay, in essence, the mind screw or F word on that for me was half and half Enoch and me. Enoch's giving her the visions. I'm the one she's reaching out to help. It's a twisted triangle. This is no win. And the only thing that I could do best for her was give her my love. Because if I acted out either way, positive or negative, trying to influence, trying not to,
Yes.
that's the twist. And I came through with good colors the way I understand it. But Jen's right.
I just asked Spirit, I said, what happens when we send that love? Are they, because you don't give consent. They have to go back where they come from. So what happens when we just send them love? It reaches them
the
very
world.
quickly and it strengthens them
Mhm.
that they can get through it. So,
So,
Just
yeah, what I ended up doing a couple nights ago was I transmuted the feelings that I was having within me and sending it out with harmony, peace, joy,
mhm,
love to
yes.
everybody that I have felt like I affected through this
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
That's all I could do. But I felt so much better after I did that.
Right. Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. It's the bad vibes and feeling like
are the
undone.
bad vibes and feeling like she's going to die coming from her friend Tina. Empathically,
Get to know.
What her feeling of she's going to die feel makes her want to feel it's real.
I mean, she's feeling the emotion. Don't get me wrong.
right? Yeah, she's
Yeah,
empathic.
she's feeling the emotion, but it's not coming from a friend.
It's from somebody else.
Tina.
Now this person is not alive anymore.
And doesn't know
I don't know.
that they're not alive.
Who's Tina?
Talk to me. Talk to me. This feels
Yeah.
layer
So-
on layer, neutral, and then bad.
Yes, it's a disguise.
Yes.
It's a disguise that it could be her Tina, but it's not. It's playing with your emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah, just when you get that, just how I get these when I get those bad thoughts, I just push it away. I give it basically the Yeshua condemns you. You know that he is your Lord. If it's coming from a dark entity, okay, whether you believe in the faith of God or not, but I don't say I condemn you. I said Yeshua condemns you. This way, I'm not the one casting the power. The Lord is, and that's the only thing I could, as far as knocking those bad thoughts away. It helps me. I don't have to use it that often. That's what's been most effective to me. Everyone's different.
Jen's going to come up with the King of Cups.
She's going to poke the bear.
Yeah. I say cancel.
talk
Just
in
cancel it. Don't. You got to like Tamara says, cancel.
Yes, if it's bad energy, pass on it.
Okay. Yeah, this is doing nothing but causing you inner conflict. Okay. Here's death and rebirth. This is just a feeling of energy. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. Now, but this is, I'm not getting complete that Tina's the one. This is an attachment.
Yeah, it's layers and layers. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
There is something that.
Can I add something? Just quite frankly, don't listen. Push it out of your head, because this is how. Okay, a lot of us, when we go down a spiritual path, sometimes we see positive and negative, but we listen. Maybe this is something you shouldn't be listening to.
Well, can I ask a question? Is whatever is affecting her friend saying this, is it the same entity that is trying to get into her home? Is it just trying different avenues to get in?
I'm getting kind of a yes off the top of my head.
Well, the rest of these cards are Five of Swords. They do this very strategically.
Yeah.
To get into your head. You see he's holding his head. It's Five of Swords is about strategy. They are really thinking about this. Now, the way to get out of it is the Queen of Cups. You put your hands up, you set your boundaries, and say, I don't think so. Didn't this card come in with the other one too?
Yes, it did.
It did come up.
It did.
Yeah. 10 of Wands, and it will pack its bags and leave because you don't give consent.
It's going to try every avenue to get to you.
And I mean, the key words I heard there was put your hands up, give praise. You are being tested. So
wow, this is negatively aspected. 3 of Pentacles. That's a coven card.
Yep. Ooh, okay. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's been affecting a lot of us.
Yeah, straight yes. It feels like it's over here. It quite frankly, there's a personal attachment to it, but it's not personal. If that makes sense, they're just
A hijacker.
yeah, feeding, for lack of a better.
They want the generations. That's
Yeah.
the King of Pentacles.
Hmm.
And quite frankly, she's strong enough to break this.
She's
Oh,
very
yeah.
strong.
I got to be honest with you.
So, baby, contact Carolyn and get that 2x4.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm just
I need to
saying.
whoop somebody.
Listen. Okay. I know she's challenged medically, physically, but your mind and your spirit are
Very strong.
right, very
Mhm.
strong. So don't look at that body. Don't look at that body that you feel is frail and has issues.
Right.
Look at the power of that spirit.
Well, they're waiting for you to be tired. They're waiting for you to give up. That's when you're on your knees, like they say, isn't it? I saw him on his knees, but actually he was praying to get back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get yourself back up. You'll be fine.
Hey, I think I was trying to do it, and Rocco reached down and grabbed me and sent me back baby steps. This is true. In reference to DHP.
Is
Yeah,
that
I think
you
I
were
was.
leaving your body? Is that what it was?
Mm.
When was it when DHP went into briefly another?
Oh, maybe
dimension?
the other world thing, and he got pulled
Yeah,
back.
and you
Pulled
pulled Peg back and sent her back.
Well,
That's
we will tend to help each other when
Yeah,
we're in the subconscious. We will
yeah,
do those things.
I'm trying to push this away. They won't let me ask this. This is Jen, Nadia, Dennis. This isn't me. I don't know why.
I'm getting a strong yes to this.
yeah. I mean, we're all here to help each other. Sometimes we do join. So,
Yeah.
Rob probably put you back and said you're not ready yet. Go back and work within yourself. You got to do it in a clean way. You gotta do the meditation or the prayer. Get your spirit strong enough to not bring in a hijacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Work with the divine, be determined. King of Wands is about put the wand down and you were determined. You were the boss. See the lion in the background. Bring out that inner lion. You can work on these things yourself. But yeah, I get a yes that beyond that veil, we are all working with that high priestess.
Yeah.
We are all joining in on these dimensions and densities and stuff and helping each other. Wow. We're going to be doing this more and more as we ascend. Two of Pentacles is beyond space and time. We are balancing each other out as we go through these things.
And a quick comment to Moon. Sorry, Moon. I've been busy. I'll get to you. I promise. That's all brought to you by Jay.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
baby
wait. Here's a little commercial.
Nadia said they have been packing a little over a week ago. That doesn't mean that they won't come back. They're
Right.
persistent. You're being tested. Because if you sit down and just quit, well, they won.
Yeah.
You have to keep going back and fighting.
and that's the truth. Once you establish that you're not going to take it, your spirit self can do a lot of this fighting.
The only thing they need is one little opening of your doubt and giving up. Man,
Yep.
they're there every week like clockwork.
Yeah.
Give an example. I went to see my doctor today, and he's worried about things with my heart, and I'm like, "Look, doc, I've accepted that. That's well, this could help you be here a little longer." I said,
Why would you want to?
Thank
Why?
I said,
I worked
"Doc,
hard for this."
You and I see death a different way. I said, death to me here is life.
Exactly.
So, I'm not changing anything for a few more moments. That's on the creator's hand. If the creator wants me to change something, he'll smack my ass down.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a change. But otherwise, I don't.
He'll send you a fractal of you.
Yeah, I'm not taking extra pills.
I
Sorry.
used to be on so many medications until I quit. And I just said, no, death looked pretty good at that point. This was years ago.
way
And
I
I'm
feel
like,
now.
and they're like, but you could die. And I'm like, exactly.
Exactly.
That was the plan.
Now I could live.
But then I got all off the big pharma stuff and started feeling better. I'm like, crap, I just shot myself in the foot.
You had to-
THP Jr. My 8-ball does not know karma.
That's great. Good
Yeah, he
answer.
doesn't know her.
8-ball stays with King.
This is a karma-free zone.
Is it karma or karma?
Caramel.
Karma.
Caramel.
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 Caramel apple.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Adam's caramel apple. Okay, question. I seen the number 33833 and I
I love
can't get
it.
it out of my mind. What
Breaks
does
down
it
to-
mean?
I love it.
So 20.
Means the 8-ball is
It does
surrounded by
equal a
threes.
two of co-op working together, but 3 it means what I'm getting, master teacher,
Yeah, but
abundant as a master teacher.
I'm going to throw us a curveball here. Okay, if you take 2 3s and put them back to back, it makes an 8. Okay, flip them around.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's a middle point.
that's nice.
That's a middle point there. There's
8,
something.
8, 8.
Yeah, it's like a mirror. What's going on with that? They're showing me
So we didn't
the
look
3-3
up,
infinity sign.
it's a reflection.
3-3.
It's 3 3.
Yeah. That's cool. That's a lot of abundance, but abundancia. But what I'm see, could it be this? You guys see if it's a yes, no. Master, ascended master is giving the abundance, so she could be a master teacher.
Hmm.
I get a no, but you're not wrong. I just think the intent of the number is different than what you're saying, Naughty, but I don't think you're wrong at the same time.
Yeah,
This is referring to something else.
it's like an interaction between her and the ascended masters.
Okay. Are you struggling with faith and your body? In other words, okay, I look at myself as spirit. Okay, body, I can separate them. Are you struggling with that? Or are you trying to make them one? Because if we go spirit, mind, body, which is hard, we align ourselves in one. Is there something she's trying to do with that? And to me, it's is once I figure it out, it's who I am. I didn't have the struggle anymore once I figured out. Yeah, is that what this is? I don't know.
Okay. I was allowed to pull one card after shuffling. That's all you need.
One card, a Kermit.
One card. That's it.
Emma.
The
You need
karma
to keep
card.
working on yourself. All right.
Nice.
Nadia is onto something about this. Has to do with your master ascension. Okay, that's true. But eights are, we have to look at your abundance. So, of course, I pulled a pentacle card, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. You need to work on yourself. That's a worker bee card.
Mhm.
So, continue working on yourself. Yep.
I don't know. There's 2 male energies.
That's what
And I know she's saying no struggles. There's something pulling at her heart. Memory.
Well, I guess I can tell. I mean, there's definitely struggles of the 3D, but there's also struggles of what she's projecting for, like the future.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is what I'm seeing. This is what they're
Yeah,
showing.
yeah. But I mean, it's probably spirit and mind. Like
Okay, so Ace of Swords, there is truth to that. Absolutely. It's both. The Fool is saying take a leap of faith spiritually, do more on that side for the future of what's coming on the Fool's journey. That's your journey, your personal one. But on the opposite side, you got to avoid this guy because the devil will try to play the puppet strings and manipulate and attempt and draw you in for certain things. And you've got to make sure that you're going on the right side. But in order to do that, we'll keep working on yourself.
Okay.
That is 4 cards. 1, a 2, 3, and a 4.
Well,
I won the two. If bats start flying around our heads, I'm done. Okay.
All I have to sing is one of these things are not like the other.
Yeah.
Can you tell which one?
Here's Waldo.
What shut down all the computers and TV this morning?
Oh, a
Your
remote.
electric bill.
No, your electric bill. That one's good. See, that's what I keep getting. The port entry is through a electronic. I don't know. I wonder if the Divine shut it. It's pretty interesting. Also, you remember we talked about Mercury retrograde. Electronics will go batty, as well as communication.
I agree with what you're saying, but they're all kind of they're okay.
It's a lot of stuff.
Well, no, could this have been an allusion to her that they forced that on her? Like they
Not according to this. Three of
Yeah,
Wands
I'm
is
not
looking
getting
into
it.
the future. They're getting ready
Okay.
to take down the grid system in some
Okay.
areas. They're
Yeah,
testing them.
I get a yes to that.
you know, but this feels
This
very
is a military operation.
Wow.
yeah.
The
There's
first thing I thought of was the 10 days.
But I'm also thinking it's the portal entry. Maybe they know it's nefarious there.
Well, yeah, but could it be she's seeing this through another dimension, another? They keep pushing me on illusion. I'm wondering if she's crossing a boundary briefly. I'm getting a yes, but more to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just picking up on something so small. I don't know why they're focusing on it. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
He got pulled
Well,
into
they
another
definitely can be. There can be more to it. So I drew again, 7 of Cups. There can be an illusion. There's more to the story.
Mhm.
And then the Magician card comes in. So Nadia, you can be right. It can be this because this looks like a reflecting pool. It can be an entrance way to
Mhm.
spirituality.
Yeah.
So it can be that too, but they wanted to focus more on it being a 3D issue this morning, that it wasn't to be worried about. Yeah,
No, I think it's
absolutely. 9 of Swords. Don't let it bother you. Don't
No.
let it give you anxiety. It's not worth worrying about.
I think it's a good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't know if this is a question for us or not. Speaking of blocks, I saw while meditating a wheel-like clock similar to a snowflake. I saw this light enter into the 5P chunk of flake and turn and then unlocked and jumped to 6P position. Is that 5 p.m., 6 p.m.?
Hmm. I think that you're just jumping density. You may have lost time, gained time. It's that's very common with us. Even if it's a matter of seconds or minutes, I've gone hours and like, wait, there's no way. I think it's just an interruption in the time. What we know is time.
Mhm.
It's after 3, guys. I'm gonna have to go.
Okay. We can
Wow.
answer the rest of the questions.
That was pretty quick. How many
we've
more
done
questions do we have?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll
Well, I
just
know
start with
Mary
the ones
Jane
I
has
see.
shut it down.
No, they're still putting them in there.
Oh, well.
No, yeah, shut them down.
Mary Jean had to go.
Oh boy. Okay, no more questions.
Yeah, no more questions. I've got at least 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Seven. Hi,
Was
Roy.
that after the no more questions?
I don't think so because I hadn't seen that. No questions. come up from her yet. Caroline, 7,
Do we have anything?
9,
Wow, really?
10, 11. Yeah, no more questions, please.
Yeah, I already typed it.
12.
Wow, that's a whole other
13.
show.
It is. 14.
Yeah, Mary Jean stopped questions an hour ago.
Did she?
Mm.
No more questions. I think
Well, Jen, do you want us to, if there's any card pulling ones, just take a picture, a screenshot, and send
Yeah,
it
and
to
I can do them on Monday.
yeah.
I'm going to work next week, and then I'm off for break. So,
Yeah, I was going to
you
ask,
guys
what are
might
we,
like to-
what are we doing? What are we doing for break? Are we?
break.
Well, I am for during Christmas. Christmas is on a Monday, so
Yeah. I got-
after next Friday, I am not working until. Let me look at that calendar, because I not only have Christmas, I have 2 birthdays.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, little man's.
Little man's birthday's the
Okay.
29th, and Gabrielle's turning 18. I can't wait to kick her out. No, I'm just kidding. January 2nd.
Did you say that out loud?
Those 17 questions all came before she closed it.
And I think
Wow.
oh, 17? Really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I just saw her close it.
So we have
11:05 my time.
all right. We have one from Mon Ami, Sherry.
Mon ami, Cherie. Yeah,
Sherry. My Sherry, and
yeah, my Cherie. Yes.
at what 12 o'clock your time or 11 o'clock your time? That was after. That's the
What,
only
my
one
time?
after. Yeah. Are you 2
Well,
or
let's
3
let's
hours?
let's
You're
do
2
that
hours.
one first, then,
So and then no more questions after this.
and then we'll go into the starred. I can take the starred questions, or if Jen needs to leave,
Yeah,
we can do I can do the rest.
Yeah, 3 o'clock's really my limit, guys, because of
It's okay.
my schedule. Lee's on a new
I'm good.
schedule too. We're all backwards this time of year.
Yeah.
As far as me personally, I'm going to do it all next week. Work all next week. The only difference is class will be on Thursday instead of Tuesday. But after next Friday, I'm off until January 3rd.
Okay. All right.
So, but next Wednesday for round table, we're going to talk Chinese zodiac.
Also,
Or
Does that
all
sound good?
zodiac. Yeah.
Or all zodiacs, zodiac in
Different
general.
zodiacs, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
If you
more
guys
to it.
continue and you keep the show going, have at it. If there's anything that's card related and you need me to do, I can handle them on Monday. So if you want to
Okay.
okay.
screenshot the starred, if you click on the starred, you could probably capture them all right there. So,
All right. Well,
Okay.
all right.
feel better.
I got about 20 if we're gonna stay. If not, we'll do
I
it.
got another 5 hours. No worries.
I know you. Well,
Yeah.
you get 10
Feels
hours.
good.
sleep
He's
the other
raring
day.
to go.
That happens
right.
once every 22 years for you.
Yeah, about that.
All right, guys. Well, it was fun.
Thank you, Jen.
It was good to see you guys.
Feel better, Jen.
I'm gonna work on it. I am definitely motivated and manifesting, feeling better. I'm manifesting that for the whole county because it's rough.
We'll be sending prayers and healing to all of Kentucky.
Yeah, don't go to Coles.
Kentucky.
Don't go to Coles.
No Coles.
All right, we're
There's
doing.
no Coles around here, so I'm not worried about it. So
We'll get.
All right,
we'll do
guys.
Moan
I love
studies
you.
and then get the
Love
rest of the 19 starred. 18 starred.
okay. All right, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Y'all have a good weekend.
Love you, sweetie.
All
Thank
right,
you.
you
Bye.
too.
All right, love you.
Love and light. Okay, question. My life feels unequal. Wait, Jen off. Then I take Jen off. There we go. My life feels unequal to what I put out to the universe. Relationships, money, self-worth has now become apparent only. I know something is not in balance and I'm not BSing.
Okay. Money.
Is her life unequal?
There's other learning things you have to
Yeah.
go through.
And I mean, the spiritual component here is she's not within balance.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking from the physical standpoint of money, relationships, all those things, you can't compare them with the spiritual aspect of balancing. That's not how it works. Finding balance in life is one thing. Finding balance spiritually is another. I think you are off balance. The easiest thing to get in balance is the spiritual side. The 3D side has too many variables. The spiritual side, it's you. You're the only one you have to convince on your side spiritually. I'd say if you start putting the work into your spirituality, and it can be as just simple as prayer, just going within and quieting your mind, whichever. I think then this will help you deal with but there's no balance between spiritual and physical ever. It doesn't work.
Let me just say like this: if your frequency is low, you will be getting low attachments to it. If your frequency is higher of non-polarity, joy, love, unconditional love, that universe will give you what you want, and it will be attracted to that point of how far high you're working on. But if you're still saying, why am I not getting anything? Where is my money? You're in a lower frequency of expectation.
Right. And from a relationship standpoint, you have to look at it this way. You're worth it. And you want better. You want someone to treat you like you treat them. That's plain and simple. That's just simple. If they're not treating you as well as you're treating them, then make the hard choices. You have to be able to go, no, I'm not going to do this. That's a personal choice, but just making a stand like that will empower you, if that makes sense.
You will feel a difference when you understand how we're expressing this. You will feel the difference of moving your way up higher and getting better options than what you feel the universe is giving you is not in that level that you're at.
Yeah, and it we said it before. It does. You got to look at perception. Look at it from a different standpoint. Look at it from the other side in, the inside out, top to bottom. You can't just have your opinion. You have to ask yourself hard questions. Am I part of this? Am I doing this? You really have to ask those questions. And if the questions are, it's not me, okay, or, well, could it be you? You have to be able to ask yourself that. You just can't automatically go, it's not just me. Or some of the decisions you have made contributing to that. That's just being honest with yourself. That's not going, oh, you're to blame. I'm just saying, realize the decisions we make affect every aspect spiritually and especially physically.
If I can add one more thing.
Please do.
What's your expectation of what should come at this time is not the divine's expectation of what should be at this time.
Perfect, Adam. Agreed.
I am going to take a short break. If you want to take this next question between the two of you. From Marcy.
Balance in that type of I may worded this wrong. I don't do for others with expectation. I know balance. Some type of spirit is fucking with me. Hold on. Did you see that?
Yeah, you think maybe we should save that one for Jen to pull on Monday. My Cherie, if you know Jen's channel, New Beginnings Tarot, she may answer this on Monday for you.
Yeah.
Monday.
I mean, it just feels like spiritual conflict.
It is.
With her.
It is. I don't know if you came in late.
Let's take a picture of that for Jen.
Okay. Also, you have to understand during Mercury retrograde, your test is what you've been through and how you're coming out of it.
Yep.
So what you put in and how you feel you're balanced is going to test you to see if you're sticking to those guns or going back to the old way.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see where it is on the chat.
And Marcy, okay, eyes open. I saw circular Rings starting to spin in all different ways, and so fast it turned into a flower. But flower, I believe, is a lotus. And let me ask if she actually.
Wow, you are actually cracking the third eye. You are above the seventh chakra. Hopefully, your wish will come true, Marcy.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty much a signal that your growth is there if you're willing to grab onto it.
Yeah, it is.
That's I struggled with ego. Ego can also be humble. That's where I would struggle. So, but don't be afraid to grab onto it.
Manchuri, I think you retracted that question, so I can't take a picture of it.
I think I got it still up. Hold on.
Okay. All right. I don't see it. I see the last one. So yeah, Marcy, you're really growing. You actually are going through the seventh chakra. Congratulations.
Okay, send it to you.
Okay, thanks. What you get, King, on that one, or you want to move to the next one?
Move to the next. You've already discussed that, right?
Okay, 16.
The baby. Is my grandson okay after something touched him downstairs?
All right, I have to step away from that question because there's a reason.
I'm getting a yes.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes also.
Is there a male figure?
Yeah, it's male. As far as the young one goes, you're gonna start playing these things off so that it doesn't affect him. For his own, you don't want him thinking that there's a boogeyman in many senses of the word. I'm just saying that's what they're giving me.
Right.
I don't know if you're doing that to him. I'm just saying.
No, it's not that. He's a starseed spiritually. I think he's spiritually gifted, but I think they're trying to make him close his third eye and say, "I don't want to see it." So I think you're trying to say, tell him his strengths of what he can.
Wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look for this positive aspect of it.
Look for how strong he is and how he can will it away.
Yep, agree.
Yeah, I get a strong yes to that. Charlotte. Welcome. Was the cross I saw yesterday a sign? What am I to learn from my new challenge?
I was going to say it's a four-way crossing, but that's okay. Let's see. It was a joke.
Haha.
Yeah, you did see a cross. I'm just verifying that.
It's good. It's a good sign.
Yeah.
It is good.
I'm gonna say that there's several meanings in here for you. As far as your new challenge, this cross seems to pertain to you. In many aspects, when I see crosses, I think balance, I think harmony, I think good things to come, depending on how it's aspected. Mind you, new challenge, I that's not for me. But as far as the cross, that's what I'm getting beneficial. Plus, this is a positive sign, and I think it's actually something she asked for.
But I think the new challenges, they're telling you you're not going to be alone. They're with you.
I'm getting she has like one foot in the box of religion and one in the spiritual.
Right.
So it's unknown territory. It's much like we've all gone through.
Right.
It's uncharted territory for them.
I mean, don't look at a cross as necessarily religion. it's a sign of spirituality because sometimes that's how we've been indoctrinated to represent ourselves.
It's okay to focus
Yes, yeah,
on
Yeah.
Christ
Yeah.
and the Creator.
right. And I mean, that's just it. There's a divinity, is what I'm saying. Whether you will, an angel is divine. An angel isn't just spiritual; it's divine. So, but again, I think she's good. This new challenge that's beyond me as far as
Yeah.
what I can do for you.
Yeah, and maybe the cross is something she's related to in past history of religion. So it's
Yeah.
just a comfort there with you. You're
It's-
gonna go through these challenges, but know you're not doing it alone.
and
Nope,
like I said, I
not.
think she's asked for this somewhat.
Hmm.
Not so much for a sign, but okay, a sign could be anything. There's a reason why it specifically was a cross. That's all.
All right.
Mary Jean, is there a mothership called Hegmus? It's Archangel Michael's ship.
I got a yes. It's Hegmus. Now I'm going to ask if it's Archangel Michael's ship. I think it's the name of the ship.
Hegmus is the name, and yes, it is Michael, is what I'm getting.
But not Archangel.
Archangel Michael, yeah.
And mine was no and no, and I think it's because I don't associate angels with motherships. For me, that's a conflict, so that's why I answered it that way.
Yeah,
But I don't. I think what she feels is justified, though.
Well, I get the mothership. Hegmus was a yes, but I'm not getting Mike, not Archangel Michael's. Maybe it's Michael's ship.
Well, let's ask my pendulum, though.
Yeah, it's.
I don't.
Yes, on Hegmus. Okay, it's a no on Archangel Michael.
Okay.
I want to say that Hegmus is correct. I don't know if it's in context she's looking for. I just asked if Hegmus was a correct term, and I got a yes. So, because it won't let me just put the two together. My perception is divine, not off-world. That's the only reason why, Mary Jane. That's just the difference of.
You stepped
I
away from 3D.
Yeah.
Got it. Katrina, Archangel Metatron brought me to the room of doors for me to open another door, but I've got the keys.
Yeah.
I had a bad feeling that the door was going to show me something bad. What was behind that door?
I've been down this road. There's many truths when you're presented something like this. I'm talking. I've had almost the exact same experience. The hesitation is the unknown. Okay, sometimes it's how we perceive ourselves. Sometimes it's how we perceive that there's something back there, but it's you opening up. You're vulnerable. That's kind of the representation of that. Okay, when you're dealing with something like this, the unknown, you have to open up the door. See the key word there, you. This is about you. Sometimes we don't think we're worthy. Sometimes we don't think we're able. Sometimes why me? But what I'm getting at is that bad feeling comes from the what is this? But when you open yourself up like that, you become vulnerable.
Exactly.
So just realize that they know everything about you, and whether you perceive it as bad. Okay, we know that the end of the world is going to come. Okay, that's meant to happen. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Is it going to be horrible for a lot of people? Yeah, but it's going to happen. It's your perception. It's meant to be. So take that for what it's worth. Anyone
Well, I
else?
also feel that the door that she has to open is a little shadow work that she's been hiding within herself, and you're not alone again.
Right. Yeah.
So go do the shadow work. See if and that's where the vulnerability comes,
Right.
because you don't want to see the dark night of the soul, or you don't
afraid.
see.
to expose that part of yourself.
But you need to.
Yeah, it's okay. Listen, you can, okay, let me throw this out there. You could think some twisted thing. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. I can see how some mothers snap and like the shaken baby syndrome. I can understand that. I had a colicky child when he was first born. 6 months, the kid only cried. It was brutal. And me saying that I can see how they snap. I can. I can understand how they would snap on something else. See, that's very dark. But at the same time, I understood their perception for a moment. That doesn't make it right. But I'm just saying that's a perception when you think about, oh, that's dark, or what's behind that door. Sometimes it's just something as simple as those thoughts, even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roy wants to know what his mission is.
Do we want to save that for a Jen question?
Jen, you want to screenshot that?
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
Honestly, I'm kind of right in saying, I said this the other day, you're searching right now, Roy. Keep searching. You eventually will come to where you're, what you feel. Look, there's nothing that's going to go right. Here's what you're supposed to do. That's not going to come to you. It doesn't. We all look for it. It's not going to come to you. When something feels right, go with it. But otherwise, what I'm saying is, you're searching. Keep searching. You know, the mission sometimes is given to you. Sometimes it's handed to you. Sometimes it's you stumble into it.
Sometimes it's just being the light. Sometimes you're here to be here.
Yeah, and you are where you're supposed to be right now. I say this all the time. At this moment, you're right.
And you are
just
more than likely doing what you need to be doing anyway.
Just keep working.
That is your purpose. All right. Roy again. Why I have been brought to England from New Zealand, the land of my father. Who am I? Or why was he brought to England from New Zealand, the land of your father, or his father?
Okay.
Who is?
All I'm getting, Roy, is your soul. Even though he's your father, you have a different soul family, but you're supposed to be. And your contract is to be in England, to shine there. That's what I'm getting.
And he does a lot of genealogy questions.
Exactly.
Searching for his purpose, where he's been, where he comes from.
Yeah.
And that's common. As far as, okay. People like to know, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be? What am I, was my job, was my purpose? Just be you. That's the greatest thing you can do. And be the best person of you. That's all. That's the best thing I can tell anybody.
You'll always be guided to do what you're supposed to do and be where you're supposed to be. Like me, I've been traveling or with family around the United States from one place to another until at one point it was go back to where you began. And that's where I am now. And basically holding the portal open, I guess.
Well, I mean, you guys know how many times I've portal jumped and I still come back to where I'm supposed to be. So I'm not ready to leave here yet. But when Divine tells me I need to leave, I know I will.
Yeah.
All right. Caroline is the next. I had a dream about my car right wheel, something wrong. What says you?
What says you?
Did I send my mom to my sister?
Wait, that was 2 questions, weren't they?
Well, it's one right after the other.
What say you? I think the dream about her car is something wrong with her car.
Oh, okay, that could be it.
What say you? What says you? Yeah. She's got the sausage finger.
Yeah, not for me. Sorry.
A dream about her car right wheel. Right wheel. Dream about her car right wheel. I'm screen shooting this one.
I get the wheels wobbling. That's all I'm getting.
Okay, I am going to be quiet on that one.
And she'll Jen will get on it Monday, I think.
Just check your wheel before Monday, though.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Question: did I send my mom to my sister?
You didn't send her. She's going between you guys.
Exactly what Nadia said. I get used to that.
She's trying to see both of your views, but it's her doing it, not you.
Yeah.
I see you. I know. I see you.
I
Really? Okay. On my
maternal side, which are Maori, our foot doctor, our foot doctor, which I have skill. Why? Okay,
Sorry, no,
on her
I'm lost in that.
on her maternal side of the
There's
Maori,
foot doctors, and he
There's
has
a
the
foot
skill of a
doctor.
foot doctor. Well, I mean, you could have healing.
past
You could be a
life, and
healer.
things like that.
What is it, King?
Past life.
Yeah, but he could be a healer.
Yeah, exactly. Moved over from a past
Or
life.
he's
Brought
being
up.
called to be a healer. Yes.
Yeah,
Or he's being called to be one. Yes.
yes. I mean, but you already have that internally. It just needs to be unblocked.
Mhm.
Okay. Next one. Sit, please. That a girl. Thank
I'm
you.
sitting.
Okay. I said girl.
Well, I do have a feminine side.
Oh, that's nice.
You're welcome. There is rosemary and sage growing all around the house. Should I still cleanse the house by smudging?
Yes. If you feel something, yes.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be overpowering if you do.
No, but you can, even though you have it outside, if you allow something in through whatever tarot or pendulum or whatever, you still need to sage it.
No. I think he's okay if he feels the need. Do it.
Yeah, exactly. But he's
Go
still
with the
missing
thing.
parsley and thyme if you're going to Scarborough Fair.
Yeah.
Scarborough Fair. Okay. Like it.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and
And, give me
DHP.
silver. Blue and gold.
What is the energy behind Brother Rocco's spit? Please pull cards.
well, Jen's not here, and he said it was a joke.
Screenshot that, please.
Come on,
Okay.
it's powerful. Hey, it's powerful.
It's powerful.
It's kind of
It's
like
that
the old,
food that he doesn't
the
like.
old Popeye. Like instead of
Moonchild.
getting the spinach, it sucks up. It's the same power.
Speaking of mirrors, years ago when I switched bedrooms, there was a mirror in the room. I had the urge to break it, and I did. Was I sensing bad energy from it? Go with your gut, go with your instinct. I mean, getting a yes.
It
I'm
is a
not
yes, but
usually a
did you?
destructive type.
Yes.
It is a yes, but did she release it? Is it still there, or did you?
I'm getting a yes to that. She did. But
Yeah.
I would have probably taken that mirror and broke it outside the house.
Yeah.
instead of
That's what I
putting it
mean.
back.
I think she
what's-
released it.
What's there is not around, but yeah, whatever she released something. You're right.
Yeah.
But it's not there. Yeah. And see, even like the old mirrors that have real silver on the back, those are a little creepy to me. Now, it's real silver, nothing can come through bad. But at the same time, I think real silver retains a whole lot of reflections. In other words, like when I hold something silver and it was from someone else, I generally get an image or some kind of emotion. 99% of it, it's right. Do you know what I mean? But
Residual.
yeah, it's very good also. But a mirror never blinks and the mirror never closes its eyes. It sees everything, good and bad. So I'm not a big fan of mirrors, especially the old silver ones, even though I think they are safer than most. But yeah, I just a little FYI, the antique mirrors that have real silver on the back, nothing can happen to you, or no bad things can come from that. New mirrors are totally different. But those old mirrors would hold images in my aspect, just like a silver piece holds a memory for me.
Yeah,
Those images, not a soul.
but it can hold negative entity or energy.
Yes, it could see that. Yes.
But it doesn't have to be silver. It will hold it.
Right.
I'm wondering if I should talk about the salt wash or if you just smudge. But I like the salt wash.
I didn't even know what the salt wash was, so go ahead if you want to.
Should I?
We have 5 more questions. We have
Okay,
5 more questions. Let's do them, and
Okay.
you want to salt wash. If not, we'll save it for the next show.
Okay.
All right. Fitz. Do I have Native American in my genes from my dad's side?
Are they denim?
No, they're Jordache.
Jordache, not Levi.
That would be with a G instead of a J. J.
I guess it does, but I'm questioning the father's side. I think somewhere down the road, a female had it too. It's not just one. I see both male and female.
Yeah, I get a yes to the Native American.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on the father's side.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting both. What are you getting, Nadia?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm getting strong yeses
Okay.
on both sides. On both sides.
That's Coles. You know that? That's Coles.
Get mother's side too. How about father's side?
You're inhaling coal.
Yeah. What do you want?
You're
What?
supposed to
It's
give
me.
energy, not accept it.
At least I didn't
She
say I
has-
was going to help your crippled ass, but I didn't. Just
She has maternal and paternal
agree.
genes.
Yes. Good for you.
Caroline, my last today. That sounds like DHP. I have a song that I deducted to my sister today. It made me cry, and I said I want to see her grow and do well. Started a different song. Did I handle that right?
So, well, it depends on the vibration.
Yeah.
And was the cry sad cry or happy cry?
Deducted to my sister, or not deducted. So
I resonated with her about her sister.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is.
dedicated.
Dedicated.
Dedicated to her
Okay.
sister today.
This is dedicated.
It made
did
me cry. And I
Yeah, did
said
you-
I want to see her grow and do well.
Yeah. If it felt right, I think it was right. It feels right.
Yeah, I get a yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, that one there, it's we look at it as intent, but sometimes it's just something we have to do. And that's what that feels along those lines, because it felt right. If it wasn't necessary, was there intention behind it? It just felt like it's something that needed, you were called to do and needed to be done, and I agree with it.
You got anything, Nadia?
No, I mean, it was almost like that was her emotions when she got that sad song and she recognized it and changed the frequency, the vibration of it. So, yes, you did right.
Yeah. All right. Bets. Why has a large bank in the UK bought an American bank way back in 2017?
Yeah, that's
Not
Is that
this
the
guy.
Bank of London?
It's not this guy.
why has a large bank of UK?
In the UK.
Well, you got to understand the central banking system is all the banks.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that bank. But
The
we
regular
have a bank here in America too. But it's all connected. That's why they've been working together for a long time.
Sorry.
Last one.
It is the last song.
Dragonfly. I'm at my brother's in Tennessee. He passed away a year ago, survived COVID, and had COPD, died 1 year later. His lungs were shot. Was he taken too soon, or was it his time?
MBNA, yeah, MB.
I get it was his time.
Excuse
Thank
me.
you, pendulums.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of times people don't realize that COVID was something that was meant to happen.
Mhm.
It was his time, regardless of whether you put the blame on that Jabberdo or the virus, whatever. I agree, it was his time.
Yeah, it was his time. Yeah.
Yeah,
And confirmed with pendulum also.
yeah, and
All right. Well, that
yeah, we
takes
love him
care of
every
that.
day.
Exactly. Yeah. But he's also one to prove that the vaccines were wrong. They needed numbers to show it. It's a contract that he had to be one.
Right. And I just saw Katrina read something about the
Yeah.
door was lost souls. That's okay. Sometimes we need to see those. You have to understand heaven keeps lots of things, even darkness. Okay, it has prisons for the dark angels, for the bad souls, not just hell. So yeah, those sometimes are truths that we have to see. But as far as helping, understanding is helping. I mean, realizing that even though when you face these things that you feel are dark and bad, in most cases when it comes to divine, it's just like hey, this is where we keep the lost souls. They want you to know you can be empathetic to it. It's not your burden. That's all.
There's a connection though there.
Well, I'm sure there is.
This is in regards to the
Oh yes,
question.
yeah. We answered that. I said I don't believe it was a spirit fucking with you. It was more of a balance. Me and Nadia did that one. I think that's when you left. Yeah.
You left. He stepped out.
Did I step out? Was I in another dimension?
I don't think you were in another dimension. I think you were looking for Chef Boyardee and good bread.
I was missing my chef. Yes,
Yeah.
she's a flight attendant.
I think we're done.
I think I'm going through towards the end to make sure.
Okay.
Yep. So we're done. We're done. We're done.
MB.
Oh no, we're not done.
Uh-oh.
We've got one more that you
One
two
more.
are going to
Just
discuss.
one more.
The salt wash.
Oh. That's
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys want to take notes, this is the way I do it. So, and this is the way I was taught to do it. So, what we do is you get a bowl, a plastic bowl, and you do 3 even amounts of salt. I always say in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, because you want it to be divine. Also, take 3 equal portions of water in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You mix it, and then you will sprinkle it. Sometimes you could sprinkle it in the room and on mirrors and on beds. And what it does is it takes all negative entities into the salt bowl that you have. Then throw it outside behind you. Don't look back. You may hear something or see something because that will bring it back in. But that's one way of cleaning out mirrors in rooms.
Sounds like
that was all
holy
new to
water.
me.
I'm sorry?
That was all new to me. Like I said, I never even heard of it before.
Yeah, but it does. Actually, all that negative, like I've been in rooms where it's very negative and you can actually feel the heaviness in the salt bowl. Don't use that salt bowl for anything else. That will be just special for cleansing.
Right. That brings up something curious. In older times, when like on a table they would have, it was a salt bowl, and they used to call it a salt cellar. Well, that was the name that it was. Its technical name was a salt cellar. Oh,
This is my salt bucket. This is what I do to remove negative energy or whatever. And sometimes if there's entity, it will go in there.
Okay.
And then you throw
I just thought that name salt cellar, that was unique. I never dove it, but I mean they would have a peach fork, a grape fork, but I'm just saying a salt cellar. It just seems odd.
Well, like
This
I said,
is my coffee bowl.
Yeah. That's the breath of life.
That's a breath of life. Mine is the removal of death.
Yes.
But you know what? Make sure when you guys, if you keep it like I keep it, I do my healings or whatever, that gets thrown down the toilet. You know,
They say
yeah. It just that Mama Gaia takes it,
Right.
but
not on your land either. That's good.
not on your land. And sometimes if it gets overbearing, I can actually feel the energy bubble up, but I could also see the crystals of the salt moving up on the container.
Cool.
That's when you know it's time to clean it. And that's why I said salt is a high commodity because it is good for the spiritual world.
Mary Jones is asking if there's any particular type of salt.
That's a good question. A regular salt, kosher.
And maybe
Do
want
not
to
use
know-
pink salt and do not use what's that salt bath?
Epsom.
Epsom?
Magnesium salt,
Oh.
Pepsin. Yeah, don't use that. It's just regular salt.
So any kind of salt, no color, just sea salt. It could
Just
be
regular salt, sea salt. I think
kosher
they have
salt, doesn't matter.
kosher,
to
Yeah,
water
I use-
ratio.
regular salt.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no need to ask.
Not
Right.
equal salt to water, no. So, for example, if I have a small cup or a spoon of salt, that has to be equal, and then you can have a cup. It doesn't matter.
Like I think you did say 3 equal portions of water and 3 equal portions of salt.
Yeah, three
So
salt
the salt is equal and the
The
water is equal.
equal.
How
Yes.
much water are you taking with
It
salt?
depends on how much you want to clean. I mean, if you want to clean just a mirror, then I would do teaspoons, of
Okay,
salt
but
and
just
maybe a half a cup of
level the level of salt is more important than the level of the water.
Yeah, you don't want it so super saturated that you can't move it.
Okay.
It's just 3 equal portions of salt and 3 equal portions. Now, if I have a heavy duty rooms like I do the whole house, then I'll have a lot of
Okay.
more water.
I'll let my intuition be my guide.
I have a septic system would have flush somewhere other than suggested. It does. It's not going to hurt the septic because they come and remove the septic anyway.
Right.
So
Well-
I wouldn't worry about it.
And even if she has one that goes on the land, what do they call that? A leach field?
That Mama Gaia takes it.
Yeah, Mama Guy takes it. You're good. But I mean, like just to throw it over your shoulder right next to your house, that may not be a great thing.
Well, you don't want it to be like your neighbor's windows next door to it. You want to make sure there's an opening that you can throw it out. If you cannot, then do the toilet. But I prefer to throw it over your shoulder. They're out of the house, out of the way.
Okay.
Does not matter.
So like 1 cup of sacked to
Oh.
1 cup of water, iodinized or not, doesn't matter.
1 cup of salt to 1.
Well, how
No,
about
no.
like a teaspoon of salt to a cup of water? She's just
Yeah,
saying
I mean,
salt.
here, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see what I say.
It's a teaspoon of sugar, not a teaspoon of salt.
We're not melting ice.
All right. Can you guys see back here?
Yes.
So I
No.
will go like this. It's not even an equal. It's not cooking. That's why I'm not a baker. But you go like this to the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's
Okay.
it. And the same thing with the water.
Okay.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No measurements. Whatever feels right.
Whatever
That's
feels okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had those visual aids. I agree with Jules.
Yes.
Right. I'm glad I had salt in the house. That's awesome.
See there, even DHP thinks you should do videos.
Yes.
Same thing. Let's say this is water.
You could almost make it Mr. Rogersy. Can you say
Mm-hmm.
that?
There you go.
Father,
Make sure she has her own sweater.
Holy Spirit. And that's good enough.
Welcome to Nadia's neighborhood.
Good job. Good job.
And then some for me.
There you go. All
There
right,
you
guys. Listen, I'm
Oh, is
out
that
of here.
whiskey? What? No. Okay.
All right.
All right, love you guys. I'll see you next week.
Love you all.
And
We
if
do
anyone
the
has
match
birthdays
game
coming up, happy
Kiss
birthday.
off. We want to
Oh,
do the
Dennis,
match game kiss off.
when are you on? You on tomorrow? Dennis, you
I
on?
am on tomorrow at 2.
Okay, just to your time.
Are we doing it? Let's go.
2 o'clock my
Right,
time.
okay. All right, sounds good.
Are
Guys.
we
That
Love
will
doing it, Dennis?
be
There we go.
4 o'clock Central and 5 o'clock Eastern.
You're not saying 1, 2, 3.
Light
How do you
love.
know when to do it? All right. Love you guys. Prayers. Praying for everybody to get through this Mercury retrograde with all love and light. Bye.
Yes, indeed. Bye. See you tomorrow.